All right, here we are. I think we're fine. Chaos. Okay. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric, and I'm here for Dreamlight Valley. And apparently Donald is having a huge freak out in front of me. Because that's what happens when you leave your character just standing outside your house when you load into the game. So maybe I'll pop inside. Can I sit in a chair without her wings looking weird? I don't know if I've sat in this dress. The dress is good. And the wings are actually better than the big wings in a chair, so we'll just do that. There we go. Now I feel centered. Today was mostly good chaos. I feel like when I get to take a day off of work, sometimes time starts to bleed into the next time and the next time. So the reason I had to take today off was because I had some appointments to take care of. And then I also wanted to try and get my kid to go clothes shopping. He needs new shorts because he is 14. So we are at that time where he can outgrow things at any time. And we got lucky. We found some shorts, found some stuff on sale, found some stuff that I didn't need to find. One of those things is this new overshirt. It looks like one of those clothing items that someone has, like, repurposed other outfits, garments. That's probably the better word. And so, like, the sleeves are obviously from one item. I think that the panels around the edges are scarves, and then the back piece is a completely different item. I love stuff like that, so I paid full price. I mean, full thrift shop price, but I'm always like, but it was unique, and it was something that I actually would have picked. A lot of stuff that I get, I'm just like, you know what? It's the right color palette. It fits me. You know, I usually go for like blues, greens, grays, blacks. I steer away from white. White is too prone to staining that I don't have the capacity to take care of white clothing. So, it has to be comfortable, usually needs pockets, you know, things like that. And most of the stuff I find is fine. But this is something that I was like, you know, I could see maybe, you know, if I was looking at a rack of these, I might have chosen a different, you know, combination. But the fact that it was at the thrift store and the fact that it was something that I was like, that is totally in my style. I'm into that. I mean, and it's blues. It's got a little pop, you know, little pops of color, and so that was sweet. But we did find some shorts for my son, actually for both of my kids. And yeah, so it was a good productive day. But of course, the appointments took longer than longer than I had hoped they would take. And then the looking for shorts took longer than it probably should have. And I didn't have to go to work this morning, so I actually was hanging out in live streams before appointments, and so that of course made me take a little bit longer. So like my whole day has been like shifting timeline. Oh crap, I have to stream. So a little bit of chaos, because that's how it goes, right? But good chaos, so I'll take it. I'll take some good chaos. All right, let us do, I think I haven't updated my spreadsheet. I'm looking at, I have a color coding to keep track of the quotes I have done. And then also like their state of like, have I clipped them? Have I edited them? Have I put them into my podcast playlist? Like, and I think there's a couple I haven't color coded and updated yet, but oh well, we'll get there. It'll be fine. Chaos. Anyway, let's do, speaking of, this is kind of the perfect quote to talk about like chaos. Well, maybe not the perfect quote, but like it's related. Anyway, tangent brain already is setting in. Great. The quote of the day, the quote of the night, the quote of now is, you can do everything, or sorry, you can do anything, but not everything. And that is from David Allen. And besides being a little chaotic, which I think is part of the reason this quote spoke to me today, is because I wouldn't say that I am a complete control freak, and I wouldn't say that I have not been aware that I can't do everything. But I will say I have been prone to feeling like I have to remember everything, kind of have that ongoing mental checklist of all the things that have to be remembered, whether or not it's, getting my kids ready for the next school year, or keeping track of all of their events, or if it's keeping track of all the little tasks at work, or keeping track of, oh, the toilet needs to be cleaned, or we need to get the stuff from the grocery store, or whatever. I have been prone to feeling like I never have enough time to write that stuff down. I'm not very good with journals. I'm not very good with like planners. I'm not very good with keeping calendars. I have tried repeatedly throughout my life to use varying formats of task management, event management, just all of that stuff. Handwritten stuff does not work for me. I start to do it and then I'm like, ugh, I don't have time for that. That kind of thing. I do better with digital formats. One of my biggest, I'm not like a huge Microsoft fan, but I do love, they have an application called Teams, and within Teams, you can have applications that go into that application, apps for apps. Anyway, and I do love the Planner app, and there's nothing like free that I have found that mimics it the way I like to use it. And the reason I like Teams so much, and the reason I use it so heavily at work, is that I can go, because there's so many things at work and so many things in life that are repeating things. Every day I have to do this. Every week I have to do this. Every January I have to do this. And I can brain dump all of that information into Planner and set up repeating patterns, and then it just creates the checklist for me. The fact that it automates that thing for me is fantastic. And for a while, it was one of those things where it was kind of daunting to learn, and it was daunting to do the brain dump process because it feels so time consuming. And I had such bad luck in the past with doing paper versions of that. Lots of people do what's called bullet journaling. So, or, they'll sit down and write out like their whole month or their whole year or whatever, or their whole day or their whole week. But then they have to do it for every single day, every single month, every single year. And I can't be bothered to maintain that. But I can do it if like the repeating things generate themselves. And so that's one of the reasons I have latched onto it so much for work. And it was kind of the beginning point for me for saying, I don't have to, like, if there are tools to my advantage to help me remember things, keep track of things. I do write a lot of stuff down. Making time to go back through those notes and put them into usable places for myself is sometimes tricky. I mean, notes, 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 notes. I've got at least 3 paper pads, stuff with notes, I've got tools, and I do occasionally make time for it. I'm better at it at work. I'm better at a lot of this stuff at work because I have to do this for other people, and I have like deadlines and responsibilities and stuff that, professionally speaking, take precedence as far as managing that stuff. I'm always less likely to do that for myself, but if it's for other people, I'm way more likely to be proactive to try and deal with it. So I do convert my paper notes a lot of times, or a lot more frequently at work. And I also have Planner there, so I'm able to dump it into a format that works really well for how I function. But like, that was the beginning of me saying, if you take the time to write things down, or if you take the time to put it in a spreadsheet, or if you take the time to actually dump that information into your calendar, if you take the time to set up alarms and timers for yourself, I'm also a big fan of that now. It's okay that you didn't remember that next Tuesday at 6 o'clock you needed to, fill out a form or whatever. It doesn't say anything less about you as a person. In fact, I would argue that it says more than if you remembered every little minutia detail of every single moment of every single day of every single thing that you interact with, every person that you're responsible for helping deal with stuff or remember things for. Um, because you're alleviating the stress and anxiety and just pressure to kind of always be performing in that capacity. Like, it's okay to use tools to help yourself not have to be going constant. Like, my brain circus is always on. Like, it doesn't ever stop. I think I read somewhere that like not everybody functions that way, where they have like this constant, like almost like Rolodex inside their head of all these things. Which I Wow, cool. Is that cool? I don't know. Like, how would that be? I don't know how it is. Anyway, we could get off on that weird brain circus tangent. We don't need to go there. But I don't think I ever like equated it to ego. But I think, there's ego related things in there, like I don't even think I really felt bad about it. Like, if I would feel like I couldn't, like, if I'm not keeping track of all of this stuff and have it always in my mind, I'm less of a person. But I do think a lot of people end up with complexes like that, whether or not they're like actually getting mad about it with themselves or not. Like, there are a lot of people who feel like they are responsible for remembering all the information all the time, or, everybody's birthdays or everybody's gatherings or everybody's this, that, and the other. There are a lot of people who feel like they are the information keepers, the note takers, the checklist makers, the caretakers. And it is, I don't know if it's because we think that, maybe we're not as useful if we don't remember it all without the help of, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just like my own brand of nuts about it, where it's just like maybe I was just resistant to it because I had not come across the right system yet. But yeah, just I felt like I was struggling to find a quote tonight. And then this one just kind of jumped out at me because sometimes life is chaotic, and it can be such a relief to know that you took care of yourself in advance, because you can't be everything all the time. You're not always going to have all of the energy and all of the bandwidth. And what happens if things slip your mind? How negatively do you spiral when that occurrence happens? Because I know I have been frustrated with myself for forgetting things or double booking things, or letting things slide longer than they should. I mean, I still do that, but like anything I can do to alleviate like negative spiraling, I think is good. So while I can do anything, I can't do everything. Not all the time, not in my life, not in this moment. And it's okay. Doesn't make me a bad person, doesn't make me less than, doesn't make me inferior in some way. It just means I'm a human being. And allowing yourself to find things that can help you control the chaos does not say less about you. I think it can make you better. Letting go can be very powerful. And it's hard, I think sometimes, especially if you have trouble with control, or if you have, like if you are like kind of the default person to take care of things. I don't know, it can be very powerful to realize that you can use tools to relieve the pressure on yourself. You don't have to live in that constant state. And it's nice to let go. It doesn't mean you stop doing stuff. I mean, you might even have more bandwidth to take care of more things in a healthier, more positive way. Because it's a lot. Life is a lot, and there's a lot going on, and it doesn't ever stop. Like, I just got back, what? Oh, gosh, was that over a week ago now? I got back on the 12th. Gosh, it's already been 12 days. And I was like, okay, I'll get to relax a little bit, rest a little bit. And we're already hitting the ground running on stuff that's coming up. School years, like I'm starting to do school year related stuff already. I'm starting to take, clothes are part of school because, kids can't be naked at school. you know, there's a lot of stuff coming. And, you know, there's stuff that I want to do for fun. Like, I'm hoping to take the kids to the zoo tomorrow, although it's supposed to rain. We'll see how that goes. But, you know, and then I run a big event at the end of, I mean, Labor Day weekend, so Labor Day in the States. And, you know, that's a big 4-day event, and we're getting stuff going for that. And that's exciting, but it's also a lot to do. And then I have a lot to do for regular work and regular everything. So I get to kind of rest, but also, like, let's go. We got more stuff to do. Anyway, we're here for Dreamlight Valley, which should be restful. It's the chaos I choose. But, you know. All right. Oh, I'm swinging my camera around like a ding-dong. Okay, so I need to get this screen. I need to switch this screen. I need to switch this screen to a spreadsheet. Dreamlight Valley stuff. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's check on this. So Sunday, I was in a fight with Stream Elements, apparently. And somebody in chatting with me, and I had already checked to make sure that my YouTube chat was functioning correctly, and then it stopped functioning correctly. And it was because there are like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 steps that I usually have to do. And I have tested doing like one of each step by itself and then kind of in combinations. And so I kind of shortcutted it because the stream previous, I had shortcutted it and shortcutted. That's not how we say that. Okay, shortcut it. And it worked fine. And then I shortcut it again on Sunday. And then it did not work correctly. So tonight I have done all 3 checklist things for that. So theoretically, I feel like I'm always in a fight with Stream Elements. Always. Which, you know, it's free. I shouldn't complain too much, but sometimes it's like, why are your tools not functioning the way they should? Okay, enough complaining about that. So, why do I have a rabbit with me? Did I have a rabbit with me earlier today? I must have. Oh, you know why I have the rabbit with me? Because I was trying to level him. I was like, the last thing I did was film my dream snaps. No, it wasn't. I actually played this morning. I was trying to do, oh goodness. So I was trying to do some storage reorganization, which I'm obsessed with these new chests. So I did the raw ingredient storage, and okay. There are only 31 things for the raw ingredients. But when I was using the small chests for that, have I done any decorating on the 10th floor yet? No. I'm actually getting ready to try and like get a few videos ahead on my decorating series. So I'm actually going to have to like be careful when I decorate this room, but it's not posted yet. But that is not this day. This is the raw ingredient storage. So I have several chests in here. The only 2 big chests I have are stone and softwood because we're minorly hoarding that stuff because it's used so much. Anyway, it's fair. It's fair to have that much of that. This is how many chests I have left for my refined materials. It's kind of crazy. And I decided to make some executive decisions. So I usually go very strict alphabetical order. I work in a library. It just makes sense to me. So the first 2 chests are in alphabetical order. I think they both will end up with 3 things. Let me look, because I just redid this morning. Although I didn't get as much of this done because I was on live streams and I was like, I can talk to people because I don't have to go to work. But refined storage. Let's see. Oh yeah, brick, electric power, and the empty vial are in the first one. So the first 6 refined materials are in alphabetical order, and then I made an executive decision to put the ingots all together. So this will be the brass and bronze and wrought iron ingots, which will give me 2 rows of each. And then this is going to be gold and iron. so that, and actually wrought iron is not listed as wrought iron ingots. So if you want to know how nuts I am, I'm like, okay, I could put ingot, comma, wrought iron because I want things to be in alphabetical order, which I'm adding the word. I'm choosing to add that word. Now, because I'm adding the word and it's not actually in the game, should I put brackets around it? Because that way, you know, it implies that I have added it. But then if I do that, when I sort the list, it won't be in order because the brackets will go at the beginning. Anyway, this is how nuts I get. The weird deliberation I have. But I even put wrought iron out of alphabetical order because I knew I would end up with more gold and iron than everything else. So these are all ingots. And then this is mechanical parts, pixel shards, and rope, which there's nothing in there right now because I don't have any of that stuff, but I have a chest for it. And then this is the end of the alphabet, which is soil and tinkering parts, because these chests are all snippets. And it made, I could have put this one technically alphabetically after in the same row, but then it would have been kind of cramped, or I could put it one lone chest over here, so it's still in alphabetical order. And I was like, you don't need to be like that. You can just, you can get over yourself, woman. So yes, these are all my snippets, so I have a ton of room for all these snippets now. And then the other thing I did for myself was I built a bunch of slow traps because I did discover, and I don't know if this is supposed to be how they function or if this is a bug, but the lure traps do not lure the shadowy snippets. I was really, really hoping that my lure traps would help me accumulate the shadow ones, and they do not. So these are all slowed, and I've been burning through some storybook magic because I wanted to upgrade the slow traps. So the nice thing is this, the slow trap, I put them by my wells because that made sense because that's where my lure traps are. It felt like logical for me to put them there. So the slow trap that's here affects this whole lower section of the bind. And then I had to put a slow trap here to affect the library of lore. And then slow trap here, 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 and here for these separate areas. And then 4 on this side too. But the upgrades are pricey, so I'm not done yet. I think I've got 1 of these 4 over here in Mythopia. But I don't think I've got any of the bind ones upgraded. I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to do before I start working on story. Her quest is locked. I think she's level 7 or 8. She might be level 8 now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, she's level 8, but just. And she seems to want nothing but cooked food because she's greedy. I've actually cooked some things for her that I'm like, I don't want to cook this for you, but I want you to like be level 10 already. So that's fine. Oh, and we can look at this stuff. This is ending in 5 days. Huzzah. They're starting to do teasers for the next one, which I'm sure is an Inside Out related something because they keep talking about feelings. But it's interesting, the little teaser pictures they've had on social media have been all things that we already own. At least as I haven't looked like at every single image or like picture, like object. There we go. Object in the image. But it's got like Daisy's wardrobe and the quirky couch and some other things in there. And I'm like, okay, why aren't you even showing us what we're getting? Because I'm assuming it's the next star path. But anyway, I don't mind being surprised. It's fine with me. I'm sure people have dug into the code and figured it all out, but I can wait. So I'm assuming we will get the update, the next star path on the 6th of August, unless they push it a week. Because that would be this star path ends, and then we have a week to spend the points, if we haven't spent them already. So let's see. What else? We can look at the current challenge. This video comes out tomorrow. It's mostly edited. I'm behind, but it'll be ready by the time it comes out tomorrow. And then this week, okay. Oh, I haven't voted yet. I'll vote tomorrow. Anyway, so I did not know what to do. Let's read the description real quick. This week, the Valley is hosting a gala to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Dream Snaps. It's time to dress in your best party outfit and join the biggest celebration of the year. So when I read this, my first thought was party. And then I went back and I read it again and I was like, gala. Gala sounds fancy. I did not go fancy. I went party. And then also, I actually Googled it to make sure I had not misremembered, but it was, the Dream Snaps was introduced with Vanellope. So I wanted to put Vanellope in it. And she wouldn't, like, give me a smiling pose. But she's in it, you know? Like, I didn't go crazy. I had no idea what to do, honestly. So I just used the tags as inspiration to find the things to do. And I made it super, super simple. Balloons. I like the fact that we have this giant cupcake. She almost looks like she's either sick of my crap or like she's like, yeah, we're going to tear this cupcake up. I'd like to think she wants to tear the cupcake up. But I did like the fact that this pose is from, I knew there was something where I was like pointing, and it's the capybara. So I'm super happy that I was able to get the capybara behind the cupcake. So it looks like I'm pointing at the cupcake and not at the, I used the capybara shamelessly, but yeah, it was fun. Even though I had no idea what to do. And then what was the last one? Oh, Roses and Thorns. So this was my submission for Roses and Thorns. And as I mentioned last week, the reason I had to go this route was because Sleeping Beauty was one of the bonus tags, and the only Sleeping Beauty clothing item I had was this hat. So that was why I had to, well, I didn't have to go yellow. I could have said, I don't have anything for that tag, but how much did I get for her? I think it was 2,500. It might have been 1,500. I can't remember which week was what. So that's why we have it written down. Oh, and I haven't updated my videos. I like to pin. Is this it? Yes. I like to pin how much time I spent, what my score, rank, and moonstones were, and then what my tags were. Like how many tags I used versus how many tags were requested. So let's see. Roses and Thorns got me 1,200. Oh, it was the Hooked on Dream Snaps that I got 2,500 for. So 1,200, fine with me. I have no problem with that because it allowed me to, I think I actually purchased some stuff this week. Did I purchase some stuff this week? I wasn't super fussed. They have so many buildings because of I'm assuming because of this week's, what is that? Serene Village vibes. So they've stuck a lot of buildings in the shop this week, probably for making sure you're tempted to have buildings. But, so they had the coffee shop, and it's a bundle, which I did not notice before. This actually comes with the building and a table and chair, which are cute, and it does make it tempting because it's only 3,000. And then there's at least, this is 3,000, but it's only the building, and this is 3,000, but only the building, and then this is 3,000, but only the building. It's on sale. I'm really tempted just because it is on sale, but it's still 2,400, and that's still a big chunk of change. Oh, this one. Don't get me wrong. This house is cute. In my fantasy life, I could be living in this in a forest somewhere. But it is $3,750, y'all. Like, why is this one so much more expensive? I don't know. Make it make sense. No, you don't have to make it make sense. I'm sure it makes sense to somebody. Maybe the level of detail is higher. I don't know. Maybe they assume that it's going to be a hotter commodity. This has the wallpaper and floor. And I think those would be cute. And this, I still like this Naboo house. I think they went the right direction by doing Naboo style furniture and house for the Star Wars tie-in, just because it feels like it fits into the Disney vibe pretty good. But pricey, pricey. And I'm cheapy, cheapy. I'd still like to get this. I think it's pretty. What do I have saved? It's cheaper than both of those. Anyway, I'd like to have this. And I'd like to have this. Like, I'd like to have the buildings. But I also was like, maybe I can get my mom to get me moonstones for my birthday. Mommy, I need money in my game. All right, I need to leave. Have I been to Scrooge's shop? Let's go double check Scrooge's shops. So I did find out, because I tend to experience lag once I go into a building in the Vale. But if I leave the Vale and come back, it corrects itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the shops first, because it'll get me out of the Vale, and then when I come back, we can just start doing quest stuff.
You're a really good leader for this valley.
I might have been in here today, but I don't know if I went to all the shops. Yeah, I was in here earlier today, because I remember all of this stuff. Yep. Okay. You?
What is it now?
Let's hang out. I have not hung out with her today. So lately what I've been doing, which lately being this last week, is I come over to the Vale, I grab Merida, I go snippet run, and then while I'm here, I grab Maleficent and I take her back to the valley because she doesn't live here, so she's not always in the valley, and trying to get her to show up is a pain in the ass. So I come grab her, and then I take her back to the valley, and then I switch to a gardener and grab all my pumpkins so that I can get the multiples, and then I switch back to Maleficent to plant. Honestly, that is usually my go-to move, besides just doing other stuff. For leveling is planting, because you don't get any benefit for planting with a gardener. So that is really good XP, no matter what their specialty is. And that's how I level my characters, because I really don't have a lot of time in the mornings. Usually I have enough time for the snippet, like right now, I have time for the snippet run and dealing with my pumpkins. And then if I'm lucky, I can hit all the shops. So... But that's how she's level 8 with, you know, not very much time spent. So I don't think I've spent any time working on this stuff outside of the mornings before work. Maybe. Maybe like one night where my husband was still playing Marvel Rivals before we did something together. Probably played Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Although we did actually watch TV the other night because we've been playing games so much. We were talking, he was like, oh, we should watch XYZ stuff. And I'm like, dude, we haven't finished XYZ other stuff. And he's like, oh, what? He'd forgotten because it's been so long since we've been watching anything. So we did take a night away from gaming. Very strange. Lately, anyway. Sometimes we'll get on a big, like, TV show binge and not game for a while, but... Okay, I'm going to the shop. Seeing if there's anything cool in here. There's still a couple of things I have seen pop up in different Facebook groups and stuff. Like, look how cool this is, and I have yet to find it myself. So... it's alright. Theoretically, everything comes back around, you know? Well, I hope everyone's doing alright tonight. It was funny because the people I was watching this morning were in Australia. They're all cold right now because it's winter. And I'm sitting here going, we're in a heat wave. And humid. Oh my god, I am so over the humidity this year. We've had so much more rain and moisture. We have humidity here regularly, but usually by the time we get to like July and August, things have dried out. And we're like, oh my God, will it ever rain? And we had a heat wave that started
A morning like this kind of makes
like
you wanna
Sunday
cuddle,
or
don't
Monday, and then it was supposed to last for like 6 days, like heat index of about 110, and just hot and uncomfortable. Did my pumpkins water themselves, or did I water those? I feel like I must have. I don't think they patched anything, but I don't know if I would have noticed. Okay, do I need to do anything? You know what? Yes. I was about to say, do I need to do anything before I leave the valley? I'm going to do my cart circuit, and then we'll go back over and start doing questy stuff.
Oh.
But we had this heat wave, and then we had a huge thunderstorm. I think it might have been Tuesday. We had this huge thunderstorm, like flash flood warning, all this stuff. Do I need pebbles? Buy them. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Whoop! And I was like, oh, maybe that'll break the heat wave because we have all this rain coming down. And then the very next day, heat warning again, heat advisory. Do I want to pick up? You know what? Fine. I have lingering marshmallows because I haven't had time to do any level of scouring. I did make sure I made a few rounds looking just for blue marshmallows before the sizzle event ended so that I have some saved up. If they end up running the event again and adding new objects like they did with the spring one, I want to make sure that I don't have to start from zero. I will just stash the marshmallows I have saved for next year. It worked well for the pink ones. All right. Let's get some flowers. Hello. Thank you. Oh, I love these chests so much. Oh my god. They're so nice. Well, and so I'm torn about breaking down the Aladdin stall ones. Aesthetically, well, you know what? I don't even know if I can say that truthfully. Aesthetically, I was about to say I like the Aladdin ones better because they're kind of a teal green color. And if you can't tell, I like green. But, I like these two. I like except for the fact that the different sizes don't look different. Because I actually really like the fact that the regular chests are like that. They look different depending on what size they are. I like the kind of natural wood and the scroll work, you know, like the little scrolly vine pattern. I like that too. So I can't say I inherently like the Aladdin ones better. But it's going to cost me Dreamlight to break them down. So I've already made them. But the other side of that is it would be kind of like paying some Dreamlight to recoup the Darkwood. And Darkwood's such a pain in the ass to get that it's tempting, you know? All right, I'm breaking down. I'm keeping 10 just in case. Like I have need for some just small chests, like if I need to drop them somewhere. But I don't need to hoard 14. I made so many small chests when I decided to do my storage thing. Anything else I need to do before I go? Okay, I dropped off the marshmallows. Okay, so let's look at the quests. She is locked because I need to advance with Aurora, which means any second now. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah. So we're going to go back to the Vale. We should have corrected the problem of lag. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I'm not talking out of my butt on that one. There was this other overshirt thing. It was super long because it was with the dresses. But it had these slits like the front panels and the back panel they had a slit between them, and it went up almost like, I don't know, within like 6 inches of the armpit. It was so bizarre. Color-wise and pattern-wise, it was up my alley, but I put it on and I'm like, this is just weird. I guess I could have sewn it like back together. But I was just like, that's extreme. And it was intentional. They matched. I mean, it was either somebody did that to it on purpose or it was made that way in the first place. All right, I need to put on the cloak, whatever that is. Oh, that's right. It gives it to me in my... She looks cute. She's like a little pixie. Okay. Interact with the tapestry. All right. Aurora, where are you? Oh my gosh, I want Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather so much. Of course, I want all the fairies. Every fairy. Is that a different woodpile? Can I have that? I'm so greedy for more stuff. Like, look at these windows. Oh, nice. Fantastic. I love that they increased the drop rate for the memory orbs. Like, the actual memory pieces. Look at these windows. Lovely. And the columns. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of, like, elvish stuff. Cool. Oh, look at that ceiling. That stuff. All right. There's a lot of stuff. Let's see. I'm getting so sidetracked tonight. Let's see. Where's furniture? Ugh. This is the... Okay, Sleeping Beauty. I only have 10 of 48. There are a ton of objects. Now, are they purchasable or are they unlockable? I'm hoping they're unlockable, you know? I mean, obviously I'll get stuff from both Maleficent and Aurora, but that's 38 things. That's a lot of stuff. Look at that table. Fancy. Ooh. Okay, I want all this stuff. Give it to me. I saw this online. I was like, can I have those windows? That'd be amazing. Ooh, look at the hanging lights off of the pillars. Pretty. Ooh. Hmm? Is it weird that she's wearing these pants? I think it's kind of weird that she's wearing these pants. Can we put... Is it weird to have her legs out? I'm making too much of a big deal about stuff. Can I wear a skirt? That? Like that? The black one. Nope, too short. Yep, too short. Alright. I think the shorts were too short. Like, I was almost thinking of it like a little dress. This still works. Ooh, look at the tree stuff on the wall over here. Look at that. I want that. Ugh. Hello, Evan. What do boilers sing at Christmas? I'm dreaming of a warm Christmas. Okay. Random, but I can be alright with that. How are you? I hope you were doing well. I'm oogling all of the stuff inside the castle that I probably can't have, but I can oogle it just the same. And it's still in the game, it's just I can't use it to decorate. Those tree things on the wall, though, like if I could add those. lots of Inkies in here. Reach the door at the back of the room. I'm distracted by all the stuff. Ooh, that's a pretty bench. Do we have that bench already? Doesn't seem familiar. It's a pretty door, too. And those curtains. Look at those curtains. Oh, and it's a double curtain, like on an actual rod. And a new carpet. It'd be nice if we could have this stuff. Give it, give it, give it. Yeah. For a second there, it almost looked like Cinderella's carriage, but no. Cinderella's coming at the end of the year, though, right? They teased that? I'm hoping for an updated roadmap sometime in the near future. Because I feel like we got an updated roadmap in September last year? Something like that. Oh, that's part of the Inky. I was like, what is this weird blue object on the floor? It was just part of the little Inky. Because some of the stuff in here we already have. Like that training dummy over there. Don't we already have that? Ooh. Huzzah! Level 5. Good for you, bunny. I still want cash equivalent for the for the duplicate clothing items. Now, if I were starting today, though, and I feel like I might have said this before, but just to reiterate, because I've seen some grumblings about the rewards for the companions. If you were starting this game today and the companions had the leveling up and rewards, that would be a really good way to help fill out some of those clothing things, you know, that we already have because we've already been playing the game for so long. But, like, that would be a nice addition to the collection, you know, being able to have that as an option to fill out your collection. So, Toontown Rewritten. The Toonies. I feel like you're having half a conversation with me, sir. Or maybe I am missing the point. Do I need that? No. Okay. I like all the little art on the walls, too. I feel like, well, I'm going to keep saying it. I want all the stuff. Look at these lanterns. Okay. And I've already gotten some objects, like, really recently. Ooh, and they even shine on the ground. Okay. That are in rooms that I've recently decorated that I'm like, I kind of want to go stick all those things in those rooms. But I got to keep moving forward right now. I've got so many more rooms to go and spaces to do. All right. Oh. I thought I had to open it. Okay, talk to the enchanted stained glass. Okay. Well, hello, dear. Be careful, Fauna. You mustn't startle someone so. What's the matter, dear? Not accustomed to talking to windows? It's a bit out of the ordinary for me, or I'm getting used to weird stuff happening in the Vale, or not weird, I talk to windows all the time. I kind of want to say that to her. Well, I hope we're better conversationalists than those boring old leaded panes. I mean, that's true. Do come a little closer. The glass makes my eyes foggy. I can't see you clearly. Why, Flora, that's not her. You're right, it isn't. I'm afraid you're not who we were expecting to see, dear. Not that we aren't happy to have some company. I'm Lilith. I'm here to help Princess Aurora. Who were you expecting exactly? Or could you three try speaking one at a time? I'm getting confused. The first one. Ah, then we want the same thing. Figured. You see, we're the good fairies, Aurora's adopted aunts. Oh, I'd say we're actually a magical reflection of ourselves that we left behind. Don't think about it too hard, dear, or you'll get a headache. The good fairies, who are you exactly? Why, I'm Flora. I'm Fauna. And I'm Merryweather. It's very nice to meet you. We raised Princess Aurora from the time she was a baby and protected her from the evil witch Maleficent. How did you turn into a stained glass window? Oh, we haven't really transformed ourselves, dear. Why, we'd get quite hungry if we were windows. These windows are merely echoes of us, left to carry our messages to Princess Aurora and others who might aid her. And since we said all of this in the past, we can't tell you where we are now, but maybe you'll meet us for real one day. How do I find Princess Aurora? Well, after someone locked her in this tower, we sealed Aurora away behind this door to protect her from... Don't leave our friend in suspense, Flora. We sealed her away to protect her from... Oh, how strange. What's gotten into you two? Why, we did all of this to protect Aurora from... Oh, fiddlesticks. What's wrong? Or Maleficent got your tongue? Or I should definitely incorporate fiddlesticks into my vocabulary more. I mean, I kind of want to say the Maleficent thing, because I feel like I'm supposed to, like, maybe jog their memory, or is it going to be a Ben as Glory kind of thing? If you know that reference, good for you. I kind of want to say I should definitely incorporate fiddlesticks into my vocabulary more. I'm going to say that. You should. It works for lots of situations. I'm afraid some strange magic is stopping us from saying anything more about the source of this magical bundle, or magical muddle. It's like it's been erased from our memories. Maybe it is a Ben and Glory thing, isn't it? Maybe you're the one who can set this all right. Yes, that's kind of my thing, or what am I supposed to do, or when can I be the one who takes a long nap? I feel like that speaks to me. Yep, that's kind of my thing. Or, you know what? What am I supposed to do? To help Aurora, you need only pass through that door. And to pass through the door, you must find our 3 enchanted gifts. The Sword of Truth, the Shield of Virtue, and the Cap of Song. Only someone worthy can find and wield them. I'll try to find them. Or do you think I'm worthy enough? Or did you say something about gifts? I love gifts. Say no more. I am so in. I'll try to find them. The first test is always being bold enough to take the first step, isn't it? I'll open the door to the first chamber for you. In each chamber, you'll face tests of your bravery, your kindness, and your wit. Think like Princess Aurora, dear, and you'll do just fine. Search the first chamber. I'm assuming it's out here. Yep. Huzzah. Did I miss an Inky? Did I see an Inky that I missed? I'm just making stuff up. Ooh, look at those. Oh, those look like the flower lights I like so much, but they're in stone. Cool. And can I have a fence like this? Could you imagine putting this around in the village? Or, you know, anywhere, really. Look at that fence. I mean, it's a, railing here? But it could be a fence in the outside. Okay. Like, even this wall with, like, that border at the top with the flowers. Lovely. Ooh. The Trial of Virtue. Talk to the stained glass Merryweather window in the chamber. I was like, wait, what was that last word? There it is. Okay. I was like, and then it disappeared. Ooh, nice. It's been a minute since I've done Inkies. Okay, let me double check something. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. I'm so paranoid now about my Stream Elements multi-chat thing that I'm like looking at it. Actually, I just realized how I might be. Shoot, it's such a pain in the ass, really. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. And maybe I can do this. Maybe? Just in case. All right. trying to figure out how to get all of my windows to help me the most. Not like that, though. Okay. All right. Do that. Do that. Good. All right. Sorry, I'm just fussing because anytime I have a glitch or, like, something doesn't work right, I'm, like, paranoid about it for a while. The trials and tribulations of tech problems. Especially for someone who is not highly tech savvy. It's like, oh no, what's happening? That's an interesting, that's part of a puzzle. Okay. And so is that. Okay. But first, let me walk all around the room. Ooh, that looks like a piece of something. Piece of something. Gimme, gimme. And then... See, if I didn't do it now, I'd have to do it later anyway. Oh! Crap. Okay, I've been trying to work on at least one critter from each kind of critter. Okay, so I've already got a 5, but these ravens are different than these ravens. This one does sweets, and this one also does sweets, and these ones do soil. So I don't think I've worked on an actual raven. A sea turtle I still haven't done, and a fox I haven't done. I've got a level 5 raccoon. I have not done anything from Eternity Isle yet. And I think all of my Vale ones are 5. But that's because they're snippet catchers or snippet companions, so might as well keep them, you know, functioning for the thing I'm actually working on. All right. I think I'll go ahead and do a raven. Which raven do I want to do? Are you also sweets? Okay. The reason these ones got to level 5 is because I was using them for marshmallow hunting. You know what? I don't regularly pick this blue one, so let's just pick it for funsies, shall we? Alright. Alright. I'll talk to you in a second. It's fine. Ooh. What is that? Wonder if I've got an armory listed in my list of rooms. Or training grounds? I bet I don't have that. Hold on. That would be my Dreamlight Valley decorating list. Dreamlight Valley stuff. Nope. That's in a different spreadsheet. It's this spreadsheet. Good job. Decoration. Do I have like an armory? I have an archery. Maybe I should do it kind of as a combination. Do I have a training area? Do not. And no armory. So maybe I will do archery. Nope. Armory. Training ground. Okay. Sorry, I try to keep track of the ideas I have for decorating. And if I'm going to start doing outdoor stuff soon, I'm probably going to need to make sure that I've got more ideas coming for that. Because there are some very obvious ones, like a shopping district, a restaurant area, a garden, kind of a coral reef thing, beach thing. I could do like a farmer's market. Anyway, there's a lot of really obvious ideas, but there's going to be more spaces than the obvious ideas. So I might as well log the ideas when I think about it. See, helping myself. I don't have to remember all of the rooms I've added to my list, but when I need an idea, I can go to my list and there it is. Good for me. I love spreadsheets. Kind of obsessed with them at the minute. There you are, dear. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever arrive. How can you be here when you are also over there? Or it's easy to get lost in here. Or what do I need to do? How can you be here? Oh, we fairies have lots of talents. Being wherever we need to be is just one of them. But never mind that. We have work to do. What? Okay. Do you see that great dragon over there? Dragon, where? Ah! Or what do I need to do with it? To obtain the shield of virtue, you'll have to find what's missing here. The poor knight has misplaced his arm, and a dragon's not a dragon without its flame. Once you've made it a fair fight, you'll have to help the virtuous knight battle the deadly dragon. Look at their shadows. They'll help you know where to place them. Ooh, interesting. Well, and that, I was just thinking about how I've been getting really into doing more spreadsheet stuff, and it's been really helpful because I've been doing spreadsheets for fun for the games I've been playing. But I've been doing a lot more spreadsheet work at work, and the stuff I've been doing for fun has helped me learn how to do better stuff for work, and vice versa, which is great. But, it's really funny because I keep having, like, these moments where things I'm doing for fun or things I'm kind of learning on the side in just a casual way have been really helpful or been directly related to things that end up happening professionally speaking. So the most recent one is that we're getting ready for this event, this book sale event, and they're actually doing a bigger marketing push than they have in the past because we've revamped a lot of our marketing strategies and stuff. And so they're doing more social media posts. They took pictures this year. They're doing a little bit, they're more involved with like the materials. Okay, so I see his shadow, and I didn't pick up an arm, but maybe I just have to line him up with, I can't jump, with the arm and the shadow. Maybe that's it. Okay, so I can put the flame here. Maybe I should walk up to him and see if I have an interact option. Otherwise, I will stop looking for his arm. I do need his arm. Okay, so let's look around because I obviously have missed it. But we did this photo shoot, and then we got new graphics for our marketing stuff. And I struggle with taking pictures and, marketing, graphic design things. Oh. Excuse me? Am I reading? The shield refuses to budge. It seems to be held in place magically. Perhaps there's some way to break the spell using things in this room. Fair enough. Okay. Can I interact? Oh, I guess I could pet you. Yeah, nice. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that is something I have been thinking more and more and more about because it is a struggle for me. It's stuff I don't really know a lot about. And here I am having to do related work and getting interaction with people that's their whole job. So it's just like, more kismet. I see you. More parallels between things I'm doing in my personal life and things in my professional life. Isn't that interesting? What is this? To help make this a fair fight, first you must arm the brave knight. The dragon's missing something too, a bit of fire. That ought to do. Then look to the shadows and uncover the way to shield the knight from the dragon's flame. Okay, but still, maybe I should actually interact. No, okay. I'm not seeing an arm somewhere, though. Is it up? Is it not down on the ground? I've been looking at the ground. It's not over here by you guys, is it? Is it outside of this room? Well, and I ate a fairly decent-sized lunch, like I was still full when I could have had dinner, and now I'm starting to get hungry, because of course I am. Maybe it's outside the room. Does one of the statues have it? Is it tucked in a weird corner? Well, maybe I'll leave the room. Oh, maybe I'll eat a fruit salad. Oh, look, a golden apple pie. And clothing I own? Oh, a chair I own. But you know what? I could either sell or unmake that, uncraft that. Is it out here? I would think not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it would be outside of the puzzle room. But maybe. Well, and I'm wondering if I'm seeing, like, having a... I can't see the trees for the forest because I'm not looking... Or forest for the trees, one of those. Like, I'm looking too closely at everything. Yeah, so not seeing the forest for the trees. Maybe I need to, like, kind of go in there and just relax my eyes and just look around. Instead of looking at this square of floor and looking at this object and looking, you know. Maybe it's like that. The thunder is a rumbling. Okay, so let's just kind of relax our eyes and look around and see what we can see. Okay. Why do I feel like when I finally find it, it's gonna be like, well, now I feel dumb. Because that is always a possibility. It's not on one of these dummies, is it? Well, and I was like, is it stuck in one of these racks? Because it won't sparkle until you're close enough, you know? Or like, is it shoved in one of these crates? Not crates, barrels? There we go. Like something that looks like it's out of place. I can't move them until I put them back together. The flame was in here, so it doesn't make sense the arm would... It doesn't make sense to me, anyway, that the arm would be in here. Why does that look like there's a door behind there? Voila. Just a random dragon in here. Good job. Yay! Fumbled a little bit, but figured it out. Good for me. Open furniture mode and arrange the elements to protect the knight from the dragon. Okay, so... I'm assuming you need to be here, and I'm assuming you need to be... How close? Does it matter how close? Or do we need to deal with the shield now? Because it said something about not being able to budge the shield until we dealt with some other objects in the room. Ah, pick up. Ah, he actually has to have it on his person. Oh, was it there? Oh, no. Okay, it gave it to me after I moved the shadows. Well, now he's screwed. What do we do? You'll be fine, man. Fight bravely. If you start to feel like you're getting cooked inside there, you know, peel off that armor and run. Unless it starts to fuse to your skin. That's really morbid. Let's not. Okay. Bring the shield. Oh, to Merryweather in the chamber? In that chamber? Or in the other chamber? There's two Merryweathers. Where are we going? In here? Oh, in here. Okay. I wonder if either or would work, or if it was just this one. How do you give a stained glass window a shield? Oh, good. You've earned the Shield of Virtue. That's because you showed as much courage and ingenuity as a knight. And the shield is enchanted with the magic of those virtues. I'll keep it safe for now. What, in your stained glass window pocket? I'll keep it safe for now. In the meantime, you have more items to locate. I know she's a fairy and she's magic and stuff, but still. I open the door to the next chamber. Go see Fauna for a test of your kindness and truth. Spoilers. I didn't know yours was the test of virtue until I got here. Yep. Fruit. I would like an apple. Honestly, I would take an apple right now. Because I'm starting to get hungry. And just like Merryweather, I'm going to go all around the room before I talk to you. Because that's how we do this. I am that kind of gamer. Although I will say that Tiny Tina's Wonderland has a lot of side quests, which I'm fine with. I'm the kind of person that likes to do the side quests to gain the experience and upgrades and all that stuff, which sometimes means you can end up being overpowered by the end of the actual main storyline. And my husband's the one who's like, I want to do the main story quest. So usually we find, like, when we play games, like single player games together, we strike a balance where, you know, he'll do some of the main story stuff and then he'll take a break and I'll do a bunch of the side stuff. So we get kind of the best of both worlds. And he's actually been fine with just doing a lot of the side mission stuff, which is really nice. Of course, I feel like it's got a really good design for, you know, how it groups things together and rewards you for looking for collectibles and things like that. So I think that's part of it. I also think that, you know, he's just down for whatever. It's also really funny and snarky, so that's nice. Sometimes when we game together and it's like stuff that we don't need to pay attention to story, like if it's another season of Diablo 4, I can read the text, but we usually put like a stand-up comedian or something on in the background, and it doesn't bother me, but I actually really like the snark from Tiny Tina, and it's all voice acted. It's not just text, so I actually like hearing the interactions because it's set up like a D&D game, so you know you kind of get that banter of people sitting around a D&D table. I mean, it's scripted, it's not necessarily real life and all, but it mimics it, and it kind of, you know, pays homage as well as kind of pokes fun at it a little bit, like, you know, nerd debates. So we haven't been putting stuff on in the background lately because I'm like, I actually want to hear this banter. Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Stingy. That, oh, give me a snippet. Nice. You're so quick to level when they're early. When it's early levels for them. Oh, and another memory shard. Nice. It's Satine. Alright. Lion. More shadow puzzle. Oh, it looks like we're trapping something. Cool. Browse. Enchanted foods. More enchanted foods. Okay. Just looking. That fireplace almost reminds me of Valheim. Ooh, look at that stove. It's a cooking stove. It's for cooking. Cook on it. Oh, hello. Rabbit feeding instructions. The rabbit likes a hearty meal. 4 ingredients should do the trick. Simply refuses to eat anything with barley, wheat, onion, or rice. seems pretty straightforward. Pegasus feeding instructions. Prefers simple meals. Something with 3 ingredients ought to do. He refuses to eat anything with tomato, lettuce, cucumber, onion, or rice in it. Also fairly straightforward. Fantastic. Oh, I did get this cabinet, I think. Does that mean we'll get, like, this cabinet, too? I hope so. It's cute. All right. Let's go talk to Fauna. Or is it Flora? Who are we talking to? Fauna. There we go. Engage, brain. Ooh. Oh, it's because of those pillars outside. I was thinking it was a stained glass because this angle makes it look like it's part of the window, but then when you move, it's not. Okay. Windows are still cool. Talk to me. Talk to me! Oh, there you are, dear. How lovely to see you. I hope Merryweather didn't get you all turned around. She made me fight a dragon, or I nabbed the shield of virtue, or she's a hoot. She made me fight a dragon. How exciting! Here you'll face a test of your truth and kindness. Do you see the cute little animals scurrying about? I did not. They're awfully frightened of that big shadow. If you could arrange things so they're a little less frightened, they'll finally be able to eat, and the poor dears are so hungry. But they won't eat just anything. You must find the enchanted ingredients. I already did that. And make them something special. Where are these animals? Or are they the animals up there? But that's not a Pegasus and a rabbit. I feel a little Looney Tunes right now. You can't just jump off an edge. The only problem with playing multiple games, when there are mechanics that, like, I can't jump in this game. Keep wanting to jump. And then, it's the sword. The sword refuses to budge. It seems to be held in place magically. Perhaps something in this room could help break the spell. Oh, I have tomorrow off, but I'm going to get wiped out. Now, can I move things around already? Now, can I put the lion in the cage? See, I'm not sure. I feel like the only thing that could fit in the cage is the bird. Wait a second. Oh, Lord, what? Okay. Cook the right meal for the Pegasus. Cook the right meal for the rabbit. Okay. I was like... Did it have instructions that I didn't read? Probably. It's the black Pegasus. I want this. Can I have him? I mean, you're cute too, buddy, but look! Okay. Look at him, he's so stinking cute. Okay, so no barley, wheat, onion, or rice. Okay. This. You know what? I shouldn't have grabbed 3. We'll just grab 2 of everything, and that way I don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. No barley, wheat, onion, or rice. Oh, it's not gonna... Well, that's annoying. Why? Oh, here we go. I was like, wait. So, cucumber. Tomato. Lettuce. Carrot. A carrot salad. Do I actually get to have that as a recipe? No. And then this one is no tomato, lettuce, cucumber, onion, or rice. No. Yes, yes, yes. Barley. Wait. No. What now? Shoot. My brain just let go of it. Tomato, lettuce, cucumber, onion, or rice. Tomato, lettuce, cucumber, onion, or rice. Tomato, lettuce, cucumber, onion, or rice. Tomato, lettuce, onion, cucumber, or rice. Is it just the wheats then? Or just the grains then? No, no rice. Wheat. Carrot, right? Yeah. There we go. Why is it 4 things is so much easier to remember than 5? Okay. It's also weird doing, like, remembering the things that you don't put in. Very strange. I could have written it down, but that would have been helpful. See what I'm saying about being stubborn? Trying to remember things for myself. I don't have anything to prove. What the hell? Here you go, little horsey. Eat up. I want you. I want you to be my friend. Okay. All right. You can have this. Here you go, bunny. A perfect meal for a discerning critter like yourself. Or eat up. Everything a growing rabbit needs. Oh my god, your twitchy little nose is so cute. Okay. Eat up. Happy chittering noises. You two sure are picky. I have children. It could be worse. Pick up the sword of truth. I like how cooking food for picky animals was how you prove your truthfulness, truthworthiness. I don't know. I mean, that's all right. I'm all right with that. No, bring it to Fauna. Here you go. How wonderful. You've passed the test. Remember, Lilith, kindness isn't something dull. Oh, okay, so truth and kindness together. Okay. True kindness is as sharp as any sword. I'll keep this safe for now. And here, I'll open the chamber to Flora's test. Good luck, dear. Alrighty. Let us... Where are we at time-wise? Oh, we're at about an hour and a half. Okay, that's good to know. So, maybe we can squeeze in Flora's test and see where we're at. Okay. I feel very fitting being fairy-like, dealing with these 3 fairies. Move and gaze. Fantastic, because I need the storybook points. So the other thing I've noticed is, and I'm pretty sure it's got to be a glitch, Maleficent's staff is always doing, like, it's like a little green electrical bolt when she's my companion, and I feel like that's not how that's supposed to be. It seems excessive. I mean, she is powerful, but she doesn't need to be doing that all the time. Ah, nice. Excellent. I suppose I could just talk to you. We could break our trend of looking at everything first. I had confidence you'd pass Merryweather and Fauna's test, Lilith. Now remember, these trials were meant to challenge Aurora. Fauna gave her the gift of song when she was born. Do you have the gift of song? I'm very musically talented, or let me warm up first. Do, re, mi. I couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. Let me warm up first. I'm sure you'll manage, dear. First, you must find a way to arrange the shadows of the dancers. Then arrange the instruments correctly. If you use the gift of song, you'll be just fine. Okay. The trial of song. Okay, I see. So the last one was the the trial of truth. But it was really about kindness, which is why I was being kind to the animals. I see, I see. Ooh. Is that what in the Library of Lore, is that what that looked like originally? I can't remember now. It's been so long. Tamatoa. Shiny. Man. Thump, 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 thump. The piano's notes ring truest from this side of the stage. The harp and the cello work best when placed beside each other. One dancer ought to be between the cello and the piano. Okay. How many dancers do we have? We have at least 2. Unless there's another one blocked by another shadow. The dancers, I think, are up there. So, the piano on the left, the cello in the middle, and the harp on the right. Oh, it's a hat. That's right. Okay, and then this is going to tell me the lute sounds best on this side of the stage. There ought to be a dancer between the lute and the harp. Okay, so the lute... Does it matter which dancer is where? That is what I was curious about. Maybe there's another scroll up top to tell me if there's a difference between the dancers, or are the dancers just the dancers? Okay. It's like a little logic puzzle. It's cute. I like logic puzzles. I used to buy... I don't even know. Do they sell... I guess they probably do sell the paper puzzle books. You know, they get like the word search and the crosswords and Sudoku, but then they would have ones that were all like a mix, like a variety puzzles, and then they would have logic puzzles, and I bought the crap out of variety puzzle books and logic puzzle books. Like I probably still have them, honestly, because it's not like I finished every single one that I ever got. But I probably have like 30 of them. Anyway. Okay. I don't see a scroll up here to tell me which dancer is different. Like if there's a difference between the dancers. Okay, I can't do that up here. Can I do it here? Okay. Down here? No? Okay. Okay, I can't seem to do it. Find a way to position the dancers' shadows. Okay, so it wasn't through moving furniture like we did before. I'm going to eat this. And then... Shovelbird Eggs Benedict. Yeah, I'll go ahead and eat that too. Alright. Can I move? Oh. Oh. Well, I'm assuming that these cannot switch sides then. Okay, so I need to have... They can't be on the edges. Alright. So then there was no difference between the dancers. They were just the dancers. Okay, so then the piano needs to be here. The lute needs to be here. And then the harp needs to be here. And then the cello needs to be in the middle. Right? Or did I get those reversed? The harp and the cello work best when played beside each other. Okay. Is the dancer... Hold on. Is the dancer between the harp and the lute then? Yes. Okay. So these need to be like that. Okay. I'd gotten it reversed, so for some reason I was thinking the dancer had to be between the cello and the harp. To Flora. Alright. Are you gonna stick this in your weird stained glass pocket? Your temporal fold. Alright. You've triumphed in the trial of song, just as I knew you would. I wish I had as much confidence in myself as you do, or you three didn't make it easy, or I didn't even break a sweat. You should make it harder next time. I don't like the first two. And I don't really like the third one. Okay, harder next time. Well, I hope the next time we meet, there's no need for such tests. I'd much rather share a good cup of tea. I mean, I like puzzles and tea. I'll keep the Cap of Song safe for now. We have one last enchantment to weave on these gifts. Find us in the entrance hall and we'll bestow them all upon you once more. Okay, I'm going to break here before I actually go back out to the entrance hall, just in case it's a cutscene that immediately triggers as soon as I walk out the door. And I'm overdue for a break. So, bathroom, stretching, drink, snack, more involved food. Whatever you need to do. Take care of your business. If you stick around through the break, thank you so much. If not, I hope you have a lovely day, nighttime. And don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, follow, depending on where you're at and which platform you're on, if you like hanging out. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Right. I'm back. Hello, hello. You know, I love the effect on the. I'm just looking at my preview, I guess is what it is, for my streaming. So I've got like the border for my screen, and it works very well with this border that's in the game. Like, it's not exactly the same, but I like how it looks together. Unplanned, yay. And I saw your messages on the way out, Ella, on Twitch, on the Twitch side of things. So if you stuck around, thank you. If not, sorry that I timed my break at the exact same time that you said something, but that's just how it goes sometime. But yes. Hello. Anyway, so I could check one more thing before I actually commence. Okay, we're good. And then all the windows in all the right places. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Grabbed a little bit of food. Enough to keep me from being grumbly. All right, talk to Flora back in the entrance hall. Is this not the entrance hall? Do I have to go up top or which way was it? I don't remember how I originally got in the room. I got in there from there. Okay. Ooh, I like all the little banners too. I hadn't really registered those because I was so distracted by the lanterns. But I like the banners hanging from the ceiling. Is this the entrance hall? Yes. All right. Well done, dear. You've passed all the tests. Princess Aurora waits for you beyond these doors. I can't wait to meet her, or I hope she's safe in there, or should I practice my curtsy? I can't wait to meet her. I suspect the two of you will become fast friends. Together, I know that you can stop the never after. You need only wield the shield of virtue, sword of truth, and cap of song to pass. Produced from thin air. Temporal folds. Alright, so I'm assuming we're wearing this stuff. Put it all on. Put it all on. This and this. Ah! It took my wings. Do I get to keep this stuff? I just want to look. Yeah! Okay, hold on. Spreadsheet time. Spreadsheet time. My eldest and my husband were starting to bicker. And I was like, and goodbye. No, thank you. Alright, so that's the cap of song. Does that mean that the shield... I don't see it in here. But that doesn't mean... Oh, it's under Sleeping Beauty. Okay. So this is Prince... And it's interesting... Oh, no, it is under Storybook Veil. Okay. It's interesting that this stuff is under Storybook Veil. Is there more clothing under... Let me see. All areas. Clothing. I guess you can buy, yeah, there's 11 items total. And I know that there were the objects or the items in the shop last week. The last 2 weeks? Were they around the last 2 weeks? Now it seems silly that I'm not wearing shoes. With the wings it kind of worked, but now, hold on. Let's put on some boots then. I know it doesn't matter, but also it's kind of weird. A barefoot fairy makes sense. This? No. This? I could dig that. Nope. 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 These kind of work. Yeah, I think those are probably the best ones. Let's do that. There you go. We'll just pretend there are socks under there because boots without socks. Let's not think about the sweat. Hello! I hope her... Wow. Okay. I hope her dress changes colors periodically, just out in the world. Oh, hello. You look familiar somehow. Now I just suddenly was like, no, I kind of want a green version of it. I know they didn't do that because it wasn't Fauna bickering about the color of the dress, but I kind of want a green version. You look familiar somehow. Princess Aurora. Finally, I've been following in your footsteps for a while now. Or when did you get magic powers? That one. My aunts, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, enchanted my dress with some of their magic to help me protect myself. But I'm afraid the magic is running out. Who are you? Who sent you? I'm Lilith. I've been trying to fix everything in the Vale. Why, I remember you from when you were a child. No wonder you look familiar. Oh, thank goodness, you've returned. Has anyone followed you here? Oh, you're not working with her, are you? Do you mean Maleficent, or what do you mean? Or I was sent by the Lore Keeper. I want to say, what do you mean? Because I feel like they keep trying to make it Maleficent, but I am suspicious.
I can't
Don't you know? It's the Lore Keeper who's been the cause of all this from the very beginning. That can't be. The Lore Keeper is my friend, or I knew that book was suspicious, or please explain before my brain explodes. That one.
Truly.
Well, the Lore Keeper was once a friend to all in the valley, but during the forgetting, the Lord Keeper changed. She became colder, less trusting. She wanted to send me far away from my friends in the Vale. When I told her I wouldn't go, she grew angry. If it hadn't been for my aunts, I might well have been sent away to be erased. This has to be a mistake, a misunderstanding, or, oh no, this means Maleficent was right all along, or, so this has all been the Lord Keeper's diabolical scheme? I still feel like there must be something else to it, not just that the Lord Keeper has gone bad, you know? So, misunderstanding. Oh, I wished it were, but I'm afraid it isn't. Wait a moment. Do you hear that sound? Why, it's like the beating of wings, or snippets. Is it snippets? Flapping pages. It's the Lord Keeper, or don't leave me in suspense. Flapping pages? Oh no, she's here. The Lord Keeper is coming. Oh, Lilith, ever the hero driving the story. You led me right to her. This can't be real. You're my friend. Or what do you want with Aurora? Or makes sense you were giving evil from day one. What do you want? She knows my secret, and she's made things very difficult around here. I know that she thinks she's helping, but all she's done is bring chaos. Chaos? What are you talking about? Or villains always say things like that. Or what's wrong with a little chaos? I mean, what are you talking about? Stop. Please, listen to me. I can explain. I look out across the Vale, and all I see is muddle and mess. Heroes and villains living alongside one another. Chattering machines from the far-flung future alongside brave adventurers from the distant past. And then there's you, Lilith. You're the worst of all. You somehow find yourself at the center of every story. You undo endings, botch beginnings, and muddle up middles. You court chaos and calamity. Okay, I'm pretty chaotic, I admit it. What? I'm the only person holding everything together here. Or chill, I just mind my own, decorating and finding deals at Mr. McDuck's shop. I kind of want to say I'm chaotic and just sass her. Yeah. You see? This place reflects the chaos you've brought. Dreamlight Valley should not be. So when the forgetting came, I began to whisper to some of the villagers. Leave Dreamlight Valley forever. Return to your realms where it's safe, where you belong. It would have worked if it weren't for that meddling, or for a few meddling villagers who refused. Look how everyone's meddling. All of Dreamlight Valley would have been as tidy and quiet as a well-ordered library, perfectly peaceful. But what about the never after? Oh, but there is no never after. I made it all up to lure you here. I scattered the great tales from my pages myself to keep you busy. Why did you invite me here at all, then? My plans for the valley could never come to pass with Hades and Maleficent feuded. When I heard about your arrival in Dreamlight Valley, I knew you might be useful. You did just as I hoped, brought Maleficent and Hades right to me. But then Maleficent grew suspicious. She nearly ruined everything. I had no choice but to try and have her erased. Maleficent, Hades, Aurora, what part do they all play in this? Or whatever you're planning, I'll stop it. The first one. Maleficent and Hades refused to leave the Vale. I needed someone like you to come along and help me convince them. But Aurora and her meddling aunts figured out my plans. I had no choice but to lock her away. Whatever you're planning, I'll stop it. Ugh, of course you refuse to see reason. You refuse to leave Dreamlight Valley behind. But the valley needs me. Or I'll never leave this place. Or how about you leave? I mean, you seem not to like it here. Things are changing. I'll never leave this place. You're so exasperating. Lilith, there comes a time in life when one must move on from childish things. Stories that you treasured when you were young must be put aside, tucked away forever. It's time to grow up. I'll always hold these stories in my heart. Or you can't make me feel ashamed of loving what I love, or you're a big meanie. You can't make me feel ashamed. I didn't want to have to do this, Lilith. But if you won't step aside and let me bring order to my valley and my Vale, then I'll erase it once and for all. If you can't have it, no one can? Is that what you're saying? Wow, Sassafras. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's right. She's still my companion, isn't she? Oh. Is there something hidden over here? Yeah, they were trying hard to pin it on Maleficent, and I was like, I didn't know it was going to be the Lore Keeper. This is a cool statue. All right. Is that like a big version of the Mushu statue thing? Anyway, yeah. It was just they were trying hard to make us think it was Maleficent. Talk to Aurora in the Unwritten Realms. Where are we? It's unlike anywhere I've been before. The Lore Keeper brought us here, or, oh, a swirling magical void full of flying furniture is strange to you? The Lore Keeper brought us here. Quite by accident, I imagine. Did you forget something? This is the same place I found Maleficent. This is where villagers are sent to be erased. Oh dear. She must mean to erase us all, to do away with the valley. I only wish my aunts were here to help us. They are here. They gave us enchantments to help. Or, you might not have your aunt, but you've got me. Or, we can do this with or without your aunt. I believe in us. That one. When you say it so confidently, I believe it too. I just hope together we're strong enough to face the Lore Keeper. We must find her and stop her. Okay. Explore farther in the Unwritten Realms. Am I going in here? Okay. There's a whole lot of nothing out there. Talk to the Lore Keeper. Oh, she's here. Oh, hello. Listen. You need to chill. Huh? Followed me, have you? It doesn't matter. You're too late to stop this. Please, let's talk about this. Or it's not too late for you to turn back and stop this. Or want to bet on that? It's not too late. Oh, I'm afraid it is. It's time to erase all of the most treasured tales we have kept here in the Vale. Starting with the oldest story you remember. The oldest story I remember? Well, I guess that would be... a fairy tale someone I loved told me when I was very small. Or a silly picture book that I read again and again before I could even really read. Or a movie that I saw when I was too young to see over the seats. A fairy tale. Yes, fairy tales. The stories where we hide our deepest wishes and fears. You've grown up now. You must leave it behind. Why? You can't take that away from me. It's more than just the story itself. It was the feeling of being safe. It was the realization that I could do anything, or it was the sense that the world was so much bigger than I thought. Whew, those are good answers. Feeling of being safe. As long as somebody I loved was telling me a story, I was safe. I was happy. Don't you see, Lilith? Those are the lies we tell children. Ew, what happened to you? One day you must grow up. You must see that they are just stories. They aren't real. Stories don't need to be real to be true. Or what's important are the feelings they give us, the lessons. Or have you seen the real world? I'll take this world of stories things very much. The second one. You speak truth. Could I be making a terrible mistake? Yes. No, of course not. Damn it. So close. I mustn't let you trick me. You will not sway me from my plan. Who hurt you? Lure Keeper left behind a cloud of snippets. Catch them. Okay. God. Those are pretty snippets. Move. How strange. The Lore Keeper left behind a cloud of snippets.
Truly?
But these don't look like the snippets that were flying about the Vale. What could they be? I think they are pieces of the oldest story that I can remember. These are precious. I have to keep them safe, or the Lore Keeper almost destroyed them. Precious. We must talk to the Lord Keeper again. There has to be a way to change her mind.
Truly?
We just have to find her and keep catching snippets. Okay. I think it's funny that I made Maleficent my companion, so now she's hanging out for all this too. It's funny. Okay. Bretzels. Did I not notice that was Bretzels before? Yes. You again. Ugh. You can't stop me, you know. The story that I've set in motion must come to its end. Can we rewrite the end? What story are you trying to destroy now? Or I'm giving you one more chance here. Don't waste it. What story are you trying to destroy now? Isn't it obvious? Now I must destroy the first story that ever made you shed a tear. The story that broke your tiny heart. You were still only a child then. Do you remember how sad that story made you feel? I held it in. I wanted to be big and strong, or I teared up a little, but I held it together, or I bawled my eyes out like a baby. I held it in, maybe? I can't remember. I can't remember, like, the first story that made me cry. I remember stories that have made me cry as an adult that I know I read as a child, but I don't remember if I cried when I was a child. It was just a story. I didn't want anybody to see me cry over something like that, so I held it in. That story made you feel heartbreak, made you know sorrow. But you're an adult now. There are enough sorrows in the world without such stories. They must be put aside. But life is complicated. Sadness is part of it. Haven't you seen Inside Out? I can't lose that story. If I lost that, I'd lose what I learned from it. I learned something doesn't have to be real for you to care about it, or we can't be afraid of heartbreak. That's where we learn the best lessons, or you need both sadness and joy to be really alive. We can't be afraid of heartbreak. If our lives had no heartbreak, we'd never learn anything. The things that we cry over, they're the things that we love the most. Yes, there is wisdom in that, I suppose. But still, you cannot sway me. It must be destroyed. Oh, Lord. It's frogs. The frogs are such a pain to catch sometimes. Where'd he go? There you are. There we go. Oh, we're going to search for her again. You guys are cute standing next to each other. Alright. Here we go. I like that we have all these things in here that I are from the premium shop that I haven't gotten. Some of these things I do have, but I think that's an item I've never purchased. Anyway. Ugh, I'm growing weary of this. Must you chase me to the ends of all existence? I'll chase you however far I have to, or you have to see reason eventually, or I wouldn't have to chase you if you stopped running away. I mean, that's true. I'll chase you however far I have to. Ever the pesky little protagonist, aren't you? In any case, there's only one tale left for me to erase forever. Don't tell me you don't remember this one. It's the first story that you ever weaved yourself. Oh, I do remember the first story I ever made up. I drew it all out with stick figures and a crayon on lined paper, or I did a little sock puppet show with funny voices, or I played with action figures and made sound effects with my mouth. That's probably the closest. Although I probably did draw some stories, I feel like I told more stories to myself using my dolls and toys. I remember banging action figures together and making explosion noises. Well, probably not explosion noises, but that's fine. It was the most exciting action movie never filmed. I did used to voice record on my, cassette deck my stories. I wonder if those action figures are still somewhere in a box in the attic. What a pity. All these years and you're still hanging on to some trifling tale you thought up as a tiny child. Hey, it's not just the story that matters. Making up that story showed me The real value of stories is in making other people happy, or you don't have to be talented to be creative. Anyone can create. That one. Nobody should ever be ashamed about being creative. Creativity is its own reward. I suppose it's true that the best stories are the ones that make people happy in the telling. I scarcely know what I believe anymore. You've left me so confused. It's like you isolated yourself and then got into your own, like, doom spiral. I need time to think. I feel like you've done a lot of thinking by yourself. I feel like you need to be around some people to help you. More snippets left behind by the lore keeper. Are we doing demons this time? Yes. They're cute, though. Excuse me. Zippity. Across the screen. Excuse? Ah! What? I love that they're multicolored. Like a combination of all the other snippets. Alright. One, it almost reminds me of the captain's first mate robot in WALL-E, where it's like, oh no, we're protecting you from yourselves. Like, no, you've gotten things wrong here. What are you doing, Dave? Talk to the lore keeper. You found me again. I felt so certain of it all before. I thought I knew what had to be done. It's almost like you needed someone to talk to. Now I'm just not so sure. I'm just not sure. Please, this isn't who you really are, lore keeper. Could I have misunderstood the very nature of the stories I hold inside? Stories are meant to change and grow, or stories are meant to be shared with others, or stories about the way they make you feel. Shared. Have I jealously guarded these stories, not letting anyone share in them? I feel lost, Lilith. When the forgetting struck, I grew so scared. What is a memory but a story of what came before? I thought that the only way to keep stories safe was to lock them away, to protect them, to leave them unchanging. What have I done? You can always learn from a mistake, or I'm giving you one last chance to fix this, or don't start feeling sorry for yourself now. No, you can always learn. You're certain it's not too late? I fear there's something missing from inside me now. The tales that I scattered, they were what was binding me together. I've no idea what to do without them. Lilith caught them all, lore keeper. I can put them back where they belong. The story of Dreamlight. Somewhere over there. Okay. Close enough, it says. Oh. On a shelf. Or on a tree shelf. The stand underneath the lore keeper. Oh. Huzzah. Nice. Ooh. Okay. Baby Aurora's bassinet. Oh, are we going to get laggy again? I might have to leave and come back. Well, let's lock up completely. Okay. Alright, so let's get that in the furniture list. Baby. Oh, look how long that name is. And why did they do it all in one line? Like the black gothic chandeliers in 2 lines. Like, why did they do that? So silly. All right, and that's a Sleeping Beauty. And that's an in-game. All right. Yeah, see, this is that cupboard. Be nice to get that other cupboard, too. The story of Dreamlight Valley. All right. Hi. What's up, Trouble? You feeling better? I understand now, Lilith. Dreamlight Valley is a place for stories to grow and be shared. Somewhere where we can learn to live together. Can everyone ever forgive me? Is there really a place for me here? Yes, this village has room for even the nastiest villains. That's catty. You'll just have to find out, or you've got a lot of work to do making amends. You'll just have to find out. I can't make you promises. You're right. There's no other way but to keep trying. We'll do all we can to help you find your way again, Lord Keeper. And I know just where you should begin. That tapestry behind you. Don't you think there's something else it could show now? Yes, the tapestry. It will become a testament to the story we've all woven together. What happened to the Inkies that were in the room where Aurora was? Was there anything else in there, or was it just, you know, kind of background? Huzzah! Nice. Is that the end? Ah, okay. Credits. Excuse me? Excuse me? What do you think, Lilith? It's the story that you've woven here, across the valley and the Vale. Is that a hint? You ought to be proud of yourself for what you've built. We've all built it together. Ah, shucks, I just did my best. Oh, trust me, I'm very proud of myself. We've all built it together. Your humbleness is something I hope to learn from in time. Of course, there's still work to do because of the mess I've made. Some of my tales are still scattered. Please keep catching snippets for me, and there's still ink spilling all about. It seems my home was carried away by ink. I hope you don't mind if I ask for some help with that, too. It's fine. In the storybook Vale. So in the Vale, not here. Oh no, this is... Alright, my brain. My brain ate it. For some reason I was thinking it was the valley she meant. Okay, where do I want to put you then? Did I already upgrade this one? No. And you know, I'd done so well catching all of those snippets and then didn't even think about the fact that I might need lure traps. It's alright. Not lure traps, slow traps. Where do I want to put you? Do I want to put you in the bind? Who else is in the bind? We've got Buzz. And me. Literally, that's it. Maybe I could put you down here in the bind. I don't even know what your house looks like. Yeah. What's your house look like? Oh, it's so cute. It looks like the one they live in the forest. It's stinking cute. It's definitely going down here somewhere. It's more of like a business district. Okay, I'm gonna put her down here. Gimme. We're getting laggy. Looks like the front. Okay, come on. Good enough. Good enough for now. I'm gonna need to leave and come back. We've had too many shenanigans where we've come out and back in. And the veil is cranky when you do that. Alright. So are we gonna get... What's his name? What's the name of the horse from... What's the name of the horse from Tangled? Because I keep thinking the horse's name is Philip. But that's a different horse. Philip is Aurora's prince. But there is a horse named... Which one is the horse Philip? Named Philip. That's Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Or Philippe? Is it Philippe? Okay, so what is the horse from Tangled called? Maximus. Alright. Because that's... Considering we had Flynn's poster. Oh, we're just going straight back to the veil. We're just trying to get the veil to behave itself. We can do the library floor, that's fine. Yep, much better. Oh, it's only 5K. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at this little house. Welcome, Aurora. We did it! And another solid story, I think. I liked the story of the lore keeper being afraid of change and learning that it's okay. I like that. Alright. Well, hello. How are you? Oh, it's so wonderful to be back. Lilith, you've done such marvelous work here already. It's almost back to the glorious Vale that I remember. Well, I haven't really done a lot over here, to be honest. It's taken a lot of work, or I didn't do it alone, or, oh, it's nothing. I didn't do it alone.
Truly?
Of course. You had the help of Flynn and Merida. And I must thank Flynn when I have a chance for all he did to help me. I only hope that the lore keeper can find her way again after all this trouble. She made a mistake. We all make mistakes. Or she has work to do making up for it all. Or I still don't trust her. I'll be watching her. She made a mistake. I'm glad that the Vale has such a kind and merciful ruler. Well, considering we support living with villains, like, we accept the fact that people are flawed. Like, that's kind of what we do here. You know, Lilith, I started this story alone with only the advice of my aunts to guide me. I spent so much of my life that way, hidden at the cottage in the glen, then locked away in that tower by the lore keeper. But I'm ending this story with a friend, a true friend. This is kind of a creepy look from this angle, okay? Her eyes also look bloodshot. Is that me? Is it just this angle? And I can't move the camera. Oh, no, there we go. Her eyes look bloodshot. Maybe it's just the lighting at night. She looks better like that, though. Okay. You're a true friend to me too, Aurora, or I'm glad we shared this journey, or we're going to be total BFFs, or I'm just happy the whole thing's over. I'm glad we shared this journey. As am I. I suppose that means we finally have a happily ever after for the Vale. I think she and Rapunzel would be great friends. Now shall we see what new adventures we can find together? Absolutely. Oh, hello. I guess you're ready for a quest too, Miss Ma'am. First of all, I'm going to talk to you. Oh, hello. Is there something you'd like to talk about? What's more important, bravery or goodness? Oh, I think both are important. It's both brave to be good and often good to be brave. I'm brave. I'm good. I'm both brave and good. I'm neither. I'm going to say brave and good. Yes, you are.
Truly.
You have both courage and kindness, my dear friend. Look at that. Little bird interaction. How cute is that? Oh, Well, it was cute until you spontaneously stood back up like a computer program. I hope her dress is occasionally blue. I kind of want to follow her around and see, you know? But also, I have stuff to do. Now that I like Alice changing sizes, it makes me think they could do a similar something with her. Where her dress is occasionally blue. Oh, you know what? I bet that's her other skin. No, it's not. Oh, this is her forest. Look. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to do that. That's right. It's dream styles. It's not skin. But, you know. You know. You know. Okay. Now, what was I going to make her? She was going to be a something. Good job. Not super vague at all. All right. Companion tasks. Companion tasks. I have her slotted as a forager. Oh, that's right. Because I thought... so the next character, or the characters we know about, not necessarily the next characters, because there's obviously going to be something in between when Cinderella, I think, is slated for the end of the year. So, but Aurora and Cinderella, I think, are all the ones that I have officially heard about. So the question was which one was going to be the gardener and which one was going to be the forager. And for me, it makes sense that Aurora would be a forager because she spent a lot of her time in the forest. And then Cinderella was, you know, made to do the housework and take care of the animals and all of that stuff. So that made more sense to make her the gardener. So I will make her a forager when we get there. Which theoretically should not take that long. I just need to see what her... She wants cooked food as well. Pan-fried anglerfish. Actually, anglerfish is not that bad. I don't think I know how to make tzatziki yet. Have I unlocked that recipe yet? It's interesting that she also wants 3 cooked meals. Much like Maleficent. Alright. So... we're looking for both Aurora and Maleficent's face. Let me see your face. There's gazpacho. See? Use tea leaves. I like that. I like that that's in any spice. Since I have so many tea leaves now. You know, I never thought, like... No, that's not true. I knew eventually I'd have, like, a full storage container of the tea leaves. But I never thought about it being, like, more than just that. Because I was like, oh, once I fill my storage chest, I probably won't make tea very often. So I won't need to pick up more tea leaves. And now that I know that they work as an any spice, no reason to stop grabbing them unless I really don't need more, you know, because they're free. Get 9 of them every day. 3 of each kind. Alright. Ratatouille. Oh yeah, I have 155 anglerfish now. I need to do fishing in both this game and Dinkum. And I do not know how to make tzatziki. You know what that means? I may have to look it up. Okay, it's 3 ingredients. Let's see if I can figure it out. That's all, folks. We're gonna give it a shot. And if I can't figure it out, we will look it up. I could look up a recipe for tzatziki. Ow, I got a paper cut right there. Ow. And I've got a little bit of skin that's like... being obnoxious. Okay, so tzatziki I would imagine is going to be yogurt. What is that under? Is that under this? Yeah. Yogurt. I'm assuming cucumber. Where's my cucumber? And mint. I feel like mint has been the secret ingredient for a lot of Greek food in this game. Mint. Now, Now we're gonna try yogurt. Nope. Okay. So what else would go in tzatziki? I mean, I love the stuff, but I have no idea how to make it. Onion? I'm gonna look up a real life recipe here in a minute. I feel like I've tried to figure out tzatziki before and have not been successful. Nope. Is it not yogurt based? I'm gonna look up a real life recipe. So, okay. Cucumber, yogurt, lemon juice, olive oil, garlic, salt, dill, and mint. Okay, so mint is an option, but it is not the answer for this. I'm assuming that yogurt and cucumber are the main ingredients. So let's try. I hate recipe things where it's like, here's a recipe. And then they give you the recipe. They give you the blog and the recipe. And at the very bottom, they do the ingredients. Like, I really appreciate the ones that are like, click here to go to the actual ingredients and recipe. Yeah, literally at the bottom of the page. Just give it to me. I know they want me to pay more attention. I get why. But, like, let's cut to the chase, friends. All right, so let's try a lemon. Nope. Let's try olives. Nope. Let's try garlic. That might just be because it's in any spice. Yogurt seems to be the way to tell, maybe. Cucumber. All right, let's try it. Excellent. God, I love it when I can figure it out. I don't mind. I mean, I do kind of mind. I wish there was a better, like, hint system. Like, I feel like, especially when you get to the 5 recipe or 5 ingredient recipes, that, like, a better hint system would be really, really appreciated. But sometimes it works out. Is that plain yogurt and garlic? Is that what it's called? Plain yogurt? Yes. All right. Tzatziki. Unlocked. Unlocked through trial and error. Gotta love it. I feel like there were a couple of recipes in the not too distant past that I looked up. And honestly, I'm glad I looked it up. I think there were 5 ingredient ones. I don't remember which recipes they were. I'm sure they were things for, like, Peter Pan, because I was trying to level him. And I was like, you know what? If it comes up, and I feel like I had somebody who was like, that's when I look up recipes, as if it's for, like, Star Path or friendship building, something like that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind having to do it anyway. I do and I don't. I do it because I don't have time. I don't have time to be the person that's trying every combination of every single thing. But also, like, if it's, like, for a purpose, it feels a little bit better. And leveling, I feel like, is a pretty solid purpose. So, judge me if you like. 20 years ago, I would have been the person going, try every combination of everything. But it's not me today. Alright. Alright, where is... Ugh, and we're glitchy again. She is. Alright, let's do a quick... It doesn't really even matter where I go, as long as I leave the veil. I even thought that when I was going into the restaurant. I'm like, should I be going into the restaurant here or just go somewhere else and then come back? Because either way, I'm going to have to go someplace and come back. All right. Gonna give Aurora her food. Now the question is, am I going to continue doing Maleficent's quests? Or am I going to start doing Aurora's quests? Does she have more than one pose? Or is that the same pose just from a different angle? Okay, that's just from a different angle. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to talk to you.
Yes.
This place is so charming. You must be very proud. I have something to give you. Take that. Fantastic. Yes, you're welcome. Hello! Her eyes look bloodshot. I'm hoping it'll look different during the day. Look at, you know what, I could look at the, oh, we do get the little stove. Oh, we do get the pillar with the lights on it. Look at. Okay, and then I'm assuming, is this a door? I think it's interesting that they're adding more doors that aren't just doors. Like, we got the ladder from Peter Pan. And then I guess the other door from Sleeping Beauty was like one of those double door things, like the half and half. I don't know. I feel like, is this the one that I saw online, or is there another one that looks like an arch? I don't know. This is cute. Another dress only, though. Not pants. Not masculine. It'd be nice if they listened to their community for that. They listen for a lot of stuff, but I feel like that's something, the imbalance. And it's always like that. For dress-up stuff in games, it's always a little skewed towards the feminine, but like, I've seen lots of people clamoring for more masculine options, so. Oh well, not today. You're doing foraging. Like, I wear pants more frequently than I wear dresses and skirts. Honestly, the skirts in this game are okay. I like that I can layer them with pants, though. That's fun. Can't do that in a lot of games. Unless they're made that way. Oh, I'm talking to you. I want to try and give you more stuff. Now I can give you and Maleficent stuff, and we can just see what happens with your quest. Good Lord, stop running away from me. Hello? You're here. Oh, that makes me very happy. Oh, I can just, okay. I have something to give you. Tasty salad. Voila. Gifts are also a great way to level. Especially early level. Nope. Yep. Yeah, she's already level 3. I haven't even barely done anything with her yet. Motif. You're here. Oh, that makes me very happy. The family recipe.
Truly.
Hello, Lilith. May I impose upon you for help with something? You're never in imposition. What can I do for you? Well, I want to organize a celebration for the villagers of the Storybook Vale. It's been such a trying time, after all. Oh, and you need help planning? Not exactly. I've already done the planning. Wow, you don't waste time, or, others would have asked me to do the planning for them, or, oh, what do you need help with then? That one.
Truly?
Well, I have everything planned, but some of the people I've asked to assist me with the celebration have been rather silent.
Truly?
Do you think you could speak with Flynn and Merida? I had hoped they would handle the decorations, but I'm beginning to wonder if they've been distracted somehow. Oh, sure, I can go see what they're up to. Want to come along? I'm afraid I'm still quite busy. I'm trying to replicate the wonderful cake that my Aunt Fauna made for my 16th birthday. Oh, fun. I'll be off to check on your assistants. Good luck with the cake. I can make you the cake. It's in my recipe book. Okay. How about you? Let's talk to you too.
You've returned.
I want to get a villager a gift. I suppose you've heard that bestowing gifts is a specialty of mine. And who is to be the recipient? Scrooge McDuck, Merlin, Mickey, someone else. Merlin. Give the wizard an unanswerable riddle. I'm sure the insipid fool will adore that. You know, that's not bad advice. seems like an evil idea or seems like a great idea. I think that's a great idea. Don't tell me how it unfolds, should you follow through. Oh, do tell me how. I was like, wait. She's like, I don't want to hear any more about it. No, she wants to know. Okay. Let's give you some gifts. And then we'll talk about your quest. I have something to give you. You may have this. Ooh, she's almost level 9. Nice. Just from doing that stuff running around for the main story. Yeah.
You've returned.
She thanked me. She's so much nicer than Mother Gothel. Already. I mean, she's got sass, but she thanked me in a not sarcastic way. Yes, you're welcome. And what else? You may have gazpacho as well. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Freaking awesome. I love her so much. Lilith, I have an opportunity for you. Oh, do tell. If you have any powers of reflection at all, you will recall that I once had a corvid companion. What's a corvid? Isn't that like a raven, right?
Go on.
Yeah. Corvids are a family of birds and includes ravens, crows, and similar beings. Right. Huh. Guess I learned something today. I mean, I remembered... I don't remember it, like, on a daily basis, but as soon as she said it, I was like, that's like her raven, right? I'll take your word for it. Although now I want to know what the difference between a raven and, what did you call it? A corvid? Oh, the corvid is the group. Okay. Because when she said my companion, I was like, I thought it was a raven, so I just assumed. But corvid is a family of birds. This family includes over 120 different species found worldwide, including crows, jays, magpies, and ravens. So, like blue jays? Huh. Interesting. So I guess I did learn something today. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Or, ow, that sounds painful. Or, oh yeah, you had a raven buddy. There we go. I would never use that word to describe anyone. My raven was of great aid to me and the most intelligent creature I've yet to encounter. Tragically, he was lost in the unwritten realms. Poor raven. Or it sounds like someone's not a responsible pet or animal owner. Or, don't worry, we'll get him back. That one. While I'm sure the lore keeper could be encouraged to open the portal to the unwritten realms for me, I thought this an opportunity for you to demonstrate how you could be of use. It is an opportunity others have regretted not taking. Sure, I'll give you a hand with things. What do you need to bring him back? Well, like all wise creatures, he is quite suspicious. I would suggest starting by cooking his favorite meal. He enjoys chimera skewers. And while it is not commonly consumed in Ever After, he can cultivated a taste for Mythopia's fish, Eustygian mudskipper, medium rare. I shall give you the recipe if you are unfamiliar with it. All right, I'll get started on that. Afterwards, I'll go talk to the lore keeper. She can probably give some advice on how to get back into the unwritten realms. Okay. Maybe we'll continue with blah 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 blah. Maleficent. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, we're making good time. Look at us go. Oh, it's only 2 hours and 45 minutes in? Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, I gotta shift, though, because body parts are starting to complain, because that's how things are now. Alright, let's see if we can fix it. One of these days, I'm gonna buy a really fancy chair. I got a fancy chair at work, and oh my god, I'm so spoiled at work. But, you know. Fancy chairs are expensive. And if you think I'm stingy with moonstones. Do I have... Did she not give me a recipe? I thought she said she was gonna.
What is it now?
Okay, that was almost Mother Gothel's ass right there. What is it? still like her better than Mother Gothel, even if she does have the same level of, like, bitchy sass. I'm alright with that. Oh, you know what, though? This, not acceptable. Equip. There we go. Whee! I don't think I like the animation with these wings without cloth on the back, though, because it looks kind of weird. I don't know how they could make it not look that weird, though. It's kind of weird, because it clips through her skin. It's weird. I'm not going in there. We're not doing that again, if I can help it. Alright. Maybe I should scour with her. You know? I haven't scoured the veil in ages. Oh, look. Well. Cool. Oh. Sure. I've done so little for Storybook Veil, like, collection and stuff. Okay. Oh, I just knew it. She didn't actually give me the book. So that's an entree. And that's a Chimera skewer. Nice. Just here. Okay, so we've got what now? The hell is that? I don't remember what that's called. Foods. It's a fish. It's a fish. Data. Sort. By the type of food. Okay. Is it a fish? What's it called? Hippocampus? Is that it? Is that what it is? Hold on. Oh, is it a fish? It is a hippocampus. Okay, good. Good. No. No. Meals. Okay, it's an entree. Okay, Chimera skewer. Let's get back to that list. Okay, entrees. So, hippocampus. How is that spelled? You know what? We can just copy it. Spreadsheets. Hippocampus. And what else? Ah. It's a snail. But what? Okay, I don't have these memorized. You can tell how much time I have not spent in the Vale. It's a what now? That's a, like a harvestable. What did we call those things? Is it a spice? We didn't call it a spice. Is it a seafood? Is that a trumpet snail? Is that what that is? All right. This is ridiculous. Woman, figure it out. That's seafood. See, this is just fish. Foraging. Nope. Ingredients. Okay, it is a trumpet snail. Okay. Gosh, it's been a bit since I've actually looked at Storybook Vale ingredients and stuff. Okay, so trumpet snail. Is that a flying fish? Let's look at the rest of the things. Any fish and Brussels sprouts. Okay, so as long as that's a flying fish. Yes. Flying fish. Any fish. Brussels sprouts. Okay. Why? Oh, I know why. The only problem with copy and paste. Right? Oh, Brussels sprout. Is that really how that is? My whole life. My whole life is a lie. Brussels sprout. Is it Brussels? Okay, I have to know. I've been Googling a lot tonight. Brussels sprout? Or Brussels sprout. And there it is. It's a search. Okay, so the correct plural form is Brussels sprouts. funny. Okay, I had no idea. I learned more than one thing tonight. Look at me go. Okay. And here it's even singular, but there's multiples. It should be Brussels sprouts. All right. Enough of that. Lantern tree column. Okay, I do have to put that in there. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I want to see what it looks like out in the world, you know? Like, how big is it? And can I put it outside and inside? I want to know all the answers. Give it to me, you know? Tell me. So let's just see. Let's look up Sleeping Beauty. Isn't she near the bottom then? Because she's new? I want these in alphabetical order. I know it's not the only time I've said it. More spreadsheet stuff. I'm just a spreadsheet fool tonight. So apologies. What is this section called? Universe. Having the universe section in search and filters be in alphabetical order. I don't know why they don't. Does it go by quantity, maybe? Like the most objects are in Mickey and Friends? I don't feel like that's right either, though. I feel like that's... I'm like looking for rhyme and reason, and it's really not. Is it the first ones we unlock? No, Beauty and the Beast wouldn't have been first. I just don't like... It's... Like, the icons are helpful, but sometimes I go past them, and some of them are kind of similar, so I kind of glaze over them as I'm going past. I just wish they... I'm always wanting things in alphabetical order. I work in a freaking library. And I don't understand the order here. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why these are in this order. Because you would think it would have to make some kind of sense, but it doesn't. Maybe it does to somebody. Maybe it's whoever programmed this section of the menu's favorite movies in order. Okay. I can put this outside. How big is it? I want to see. Oh, it's not even that big. I mean, like, it is and it isn't. I know it was in the castle and I did walk by it, but it's different, like, having it out in areas I'm used to being in. And yes, you can turn it off. I wonder if I can use it inside. I'm not going to go inside because then we'll have to deal with lag again. Hello? I want to see inside your house. Look how stinking cute your house is. So stinking cute. They did a good job. At least in my opinion. I'm sure somebody out there is. Ooh! Look at these chairs. I like how unique they look. And this rug. I want this rug. I want all the rugs. I want so many rugs. I want this cabinet. I want all of it. Is that the counter we already have? Or is that a different one? This pile of wood would be nice. These columns. The bed is fine. I'm not super hyped. Look how big that chest looks. Holy crap. Ooh, look at this little teapot, flower pot situation. That's cute. I also want the paintings. What is this? I feel like this is supposed to be something I recognize. You know how long it's been since I've seen Sleeping Beauty, though? It's been ages. I like this column clipped into the wall, too. I mean, I kind of wish the transition point between where the wall meets the column was a little bit better, but I still like it. Ooh. Look at the detail on this. And the little shawl, like the little plate storage situation up top. That's cute. Alright, your house is cute. The fact that they have 2 homes now that have like that kind of archway door thing. Alice's house has that too. I want that. I want to be able to make kind of 2-part rooms, connected rooms, not just doors. Okay, what are we doing? We're talking to the lore keeper. Oh, crap! I just talked about not wanting to go inside anywhere because of the lag. And then I totally went inside. Alright, that's fine. I'll fix it. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. Okay. I'm so glad I have tomorrow off. I'm probably going to wear myself out. But we'll see. Probably go... I don't remember what time the zoo opens. I'll have to confirm it. But... that was something else I found today. I found a nice backpack. I've been using a cheapy, like, bought it for $5 backpack for a while now. And it's the kind of material where it's just like the bottom is see-through, but it doesn't have holes. Like, it's not completely see-through, but it's got worn patches probably where it's, like, scraped on the ground. And it's like, any second now, this thing is just gonna completely die and everything is just gonna fall out the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was like last year that I noticed that it was like so thin that you could see through it. I was like, this is not good to be running around the zoo with my kids and a bunch of food and water and other stuff in there. But this backpack was pretty nice. It was $6 at the thrift shop today, so. And it's purple and looks kind of like spacey, tie-dye-y. Swirly purples and blues and whites and stuff. Okay, we're talking to the lore keeper now that we don't have lag again. Good for us. So yes, if you are experiencing lag in the Vale, try hopping to another place and back again. Not another place inside the Vale, but another, like the Valley or Eternity Isle or someplace else, and then come back. And at least for me, it has been resetting the lag issue. Hi, Lore Keeper. Got a bit of a lore question for you. Well, then I believe you have come to the right book. I need to get back into the unwritten realms. It seems that Maleficent lost her raven companion there. Oh, and you think it was wise to reunite the Mistress of All Evil with her prime minion? Stop. Stop. I'm a sucker for animal friends, okay? Or everyone in the Vale deserves companionship, or bad ideas are my whole brand. Everyone in the Vale deserves companionship. How compassionate of you. Getting back into the unwritten realms may prove complicated, though. The portal resets itself when significant changes occur within. Will your magic help, or are there other ways inside, or... oh, well, guess Maleficent isn't getting her raven back. I mean... you gonna tell her? You gonna tell her she can't have her raven back? Are there other ways? It may be possible to enter via other means, but I would not consider them healthy for the continued existence of the realms. Allow me to turn myself to the right page. There we are. I have reset the magic within the nearby portal. If you can rearrange the puzzle therein, you will be able to return to the unwritten realms. Okay. I'm always down. Solve the new floor puzzle. Okay. Okay, that one moves the outer ring still. That one moves the second to outer, which means this one... oh. Are we going to be able to move all 4? Okay. Well, I'm not sure which one needs to be facing which way yet, so let's see what we get when we line them up. And because this looks like a hand with some kind of apple in it, maybe? So this orientation would make sense to me. Yep. Oh, yes. Such a cool... effect. I love how this looks. So cool. I wish you could get rid of the enter over my head. Anyway. Okay. We are going to need to wrap it up soon. It'd be kind of nice if we could get to the stage where she's like, and now you have to get to level 10. Because that would feel like a natural conclusion, you know? So maybe we'll get lucky and we're approaching that. Find a magic quill to ask about Maleficent's Raven. Okay. $9375. Still serving $9375. Because you guys are super efficient here. Alright. Oh, you again. Hi there. I'm looking for a raven. Maybe you may have been left here by Maleficent a while ago. All forgotten or lost items in the Unwritten Realms are placed within the Lost and Found room. Not surprised. Can you go get it for me? Or can you point me in the right direction? Or do people often lose things here? Can you point me in the right direction? I can point you to the drawbridge leading to the Lost and Found room, but it is raised, and the keys to access the lever to lower it went missing some time ago. Any ideas where they might have ended up in the Lost and Found room? Oh, okay. I was like, how, you know, is it going to be like a situation where you need scissors to cut into a package for scissors? Okay. Well, one of the keys is stuck behind some inkies. One was buried by a passing literalist who was told about keyholes. And the final key was last seen near some filing cabinets. Okay. Some of the other quills are looking as well. Hopefully they're close to finding the keys. Can one of you quills just magic me over or something? Certainly. Magical conveyance is possible with the proper paperwork. To request aid from transportation quills, please submit Form B1.4, filled out in triplicate. Oh, I must have forgotten that back in the Vale. Forms? What forms? Or do you have any blank copies? Oh, I must have forgotten that. I will wait here while you retrieve it. All right, guess I'll go looking for those keys. All right. Buried in the ground, behind some inkies, and near some filing cabinets. Easy peasy, right? This is where I overlook it like a bunch. Look how many, like, sodas they're consuming here. All the bins filled with all the sodas. Oh, hello. Yeah. Get it. Okay. So that was the one I had to dig up. I don't see any inkies yet. Ah. Inkies. You're telling me you guys couldn't handle this on your own? For real? Just because I'm thorough. Alright. And what's over there? That's the entrance again. Okay. These aren't filing cabinets, though. Ah. Hadouken! Love that that's her move now. I don't remember it happening before that time in Alice, but now she does it, like, anytime we have to push something out of the way. Alright. Find the room with 3 locks and use the keys you found. It's amazing. Alright. Find the room with 3 locks. There's a room with 3 locks? There's a room? Ah, the room with 3 locks. So it's the space. Since it's, you know, kind of open here. Okay. Lower the drawbridge near the waiting room by using the drawbridge lever. All right. So, aha. Yes, yes. Where is? Oh, it's There are stairs. Good job. There we go. And voila. Platform. All kinds of stuff. Ooh, look at this plant. Can I have that? Look at that column. So much cool stuff that we don't have. We can't have it. Alright, so there's some stuff. There's some places to be. Okay. What? Is that Woody's Roundup? Nice! Can I have that? Do we have... Does the... You know, I don't think I've ever used the TVs. Does the TV actually show something? Is it kind of like the radio situation where I didn't realize the radios played music because I never used the radios? Will the TV actually have Woody's Roundup on it? Because that's motivation to put a TV down. I don't know where yet. I don't think any of the next 4 rooms that I have planned have any use for having a TV. Oh no. Okay. I want a croissant. Hello? Random capybara? Is this a dig? No. Is this a pick? Yes. Yes, please give me resources. That is super nice of you. Open it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Nice. I will take it. So it looks like I'm going to have at least 1 more week of questing with Aurora and probably Maleficent. Well, definitely Maleficent because I don't have her level 10 yet. So not only are we running out of time for tonight, but also I can't finish her quest chain. So, oh, hello! I like the fact that that key was like a really deep indigo. Lovely. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk to you. Oh! How do I give them to you? There we go. Hey there, I'm here to bring you back to Maleficent. Caw? Let me just reach into the cage. I don't think so. Yeah, ouch, I'm here to get you out. Why are you pecking at me? I'm not going to try and caw like a raven. Maleficent did say that you're a suspicious bird. Here, what if I give you a special little treat? Caw, caw. Here we go. Or there we go. Let's get you reunited with Maleficent. Fantastic. Love it. I hope she has a bird with her all the time. I require food. Talk to Maleficent. Where the heck is she? Is she here? Did she come with? Or can I leave? Can I just leave? Okay, we're doing all right. But I do need to try and wrap it up. Let's reunite the bird with Maleficent. Is this going to create lag? Probably. I mean, it's already doing it. Yep. All right. Is that going to be there forever now? Okay. Where are you? Are you by your house? Yup. Yep. I like how she wasn't looking at me. So many times when I'm looking for somebody and they're by the well, they're facing directly at the well. So they're like, hey, what's up? And it's like, okay, I was looking for you, but damn. She has her back to the well, which I think is kind of fitting. Seems very Maleficent. All right. Okay, Maleficent, got your raven back for you. Ah, my sweet. I am pleased that you have been returned to me. Now, Lilith, would you complete one more task for us? Anything for you, my queen, or anything for the raven, or is it evil? That one.
Oh.
Lilith, what defines evil? Is it merely a cudgel used to strike those with whom you disagree? I was thinking more like stuff that hurts people. But go on, I guess. Then by that trite definition, it is not an evil task. Trite? Okay. Phew. That was my only condition. What do you need? A perch. My raven requires a place to perch near my castle that allows him fresh air and the freedom to fly about should he wish. Yes, my queen. We are not a Renfield for Maleficent. That's not what's happening. Sure, I'll do it for the raven. Or what if I go fishing and catch a perch? I'll do it for the raven. Excellent. You may leave me now. Do you want to hang out? Do you want to hang out? Oh, she is hanging out. Perfect. Okay. So, craft the luxury corvid perch. Now, if I travel outside of the Vale and back again, will it actually... Can we stop going inside of buildings and realms and other things so we can just have no lag, please? Because usually, I only have to correct it the once because I'm not running around questing. But here we are. Okay, so I need to go to my crafting table. Yeah. Uh-oh. Those are contagious, I'm sorry. Okay. This is not how we craft a perch. Unless I caught one. Alright. Functional? No. Furniture? Yes. Ooh, it's all thorny. Near her castle. Sure. All right. It's done. There you go. One luxury corvid perch.
Oh.
Ah, yes. My raven deserves luxury after his horrible ordeal. Someone had him in a cage. Ooh, I don't know if we should tell her that. I'm sure with your care, he'll be back to normal soon enough. You're welcome. I'm sure with your care. Your respect does you credit, Lilith. Now then, my raven seems to have taken a shine to you, quite possibly because you rescued him. Though his attentions to anyone but me are fickle, I urge you to appreciate whatever time he is willing to give you. Now, I like her, but that laugh that she's doing is super repetitive right now. Like, stop. He is an excellent companion. Kind of like when Donald was freaking out all the time. We're going to have so much fun together, or maybe we'll hang out a little, or meh, not a fan of birds. Do I get a companion out of this? Fun. I had forgotten your juvenile fixation with fun. Still, I am quite pleased with the service you have done me. You have shown yourself to be not entirely useless, and for that I am grateful. I may call upon you in the future. You know what? I'll take it. That's the nicest thing you've said to me yet. Honestly, she has been catty and Snotty kind of like Mother Gothel, but she has been nicer than Mother Gothel, so, you know, chill out. She does have another quest, but I think I'm gonna, I might take it just so that when I am doing leveling with her in between streams, I won't have to worry about missing out on some of the dialogue here. So, let's go ahead and do this.
What is it now?
This says to me I don't have to worry about it. Should I go ahead and start it? I'm gonna leave it. Because if it's not automatically triggering the quest conversation thing, then I think that'll be fine. Did I actually get a companion? Did I get a new bird? Did I have that bird before? Hold on. I can find out. Raven. The brown raven. I did not have unlocked. The red raven I did. What did she give me? Did she give me something? There it is. Maleficent's raven. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. And hello, Claire. How are you? Well, I'm assuming I don't have a favorite food. So let's go ahead and do Raven. Have I put the other ones in here? You know what I'm going to do? Because I think my critter list has been mostly about what critters I can unlock. And since I haven't had to unlock like the pirate monkey or the butterfly companion, I haven't added them to the list. I don't have acquired critters on this list yet. Because I constructed this list so that I could befriend the ones I hadn't befriended yet. Tracking like their favorite foods and what times they're available. Okay. On this list. There. I hope you are doing well. Okay. What do I want to do before we wrap? If I don't have to worry about triggering her quest... Does he have a name? I can't remember. I want to say yes, but also maybe not. Does Maleficent's Raven have a name? Diablo. I feel like I knew that and had forgotten. He had a slightly different name. Apparently, it's an Irish translation of the same name. Diaval. It might be pronounced differently. If it's Gaelic pronunciations, when you look at the spelling, it's just like, unless you're familiar with Gaelic, it like just does not compute. At least not for me. I'm not a language person anyway. Like I was a math person. Numbers made far more sense to me. I mean, I get language stuff. It wasn't one of those things that stuck in my brain. And Gaelic has always been one of those things where I'm always shocked at the pronunciations looking at the characters. Because it's just so different than what I expect it to be. Alright. I have that. I have that. Okay. Do I need to do anything else? I don't really need to do anything else, I don't think. I think that's about it. Nice. 92 out of 104. I'm really missing that many? 12? Oh, you know why? Because the purchasable ones I don't have. So really, out of the non-purchasable ones, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I forgot that I could... You know what? Teal Excuse me? Is that new from the second half of the Veil? That would be my assumption. Okay. I have yet to make an ancient robot. And I don't know why I never registered the fact that that was a companion. I just saw it in the, you know, the crafting, the time bending table. And just was like, oh, that's just another thing I can make. Can I actually already... I bet that's a letter from like Aurora or something. Okay. Special? Yeah. Missed. I'm gonna have to do resource gathering. Oh my god. Okay, not tonight. We are over time, which is fine, but we got some stuff done. We got Aurora, which is exactly what I wanted to get done. Let's just double check and make sure this is probably just... What is it with this mailbox? Am I the only one that has trouble with this mailbox? Every time I try and grab mail while I'm here, and it's going to be laggy again. It doesn't matter. It's the end of the stream. Every time I try and get mail, I always go inside my house first. I have to go at it from, like, the side to make sure I hit the mailbox and not the door. All right. It's the only house I've had trouble just getting that done. Okay. Lilith, as do I. I am most gratified to have my raven reunited with me. I hope that others in the Vale follow your example. Maleficent. I mean, we're kind of a team. Don't run around too much. The lag is going to catch up. Okay, let's look at the one last... This is running out next week, which means we have at least 2 weeks before the next Star Path. But honestly, I may still be working on Maleficent and Aurora. And even if I'm not, I might go ahead and leave Thursday nights for Dreamlight Valley, even if I end up with a stream or two that's focused more on resource gathering, because we all know the grind. We can hang out and keep each other company during the grind, right? Sundays are still going to be Dinkum, and that will probably be the pattern all the way through August if I had to take a guess. Because I think I might want to try and make sure I get as much resource gathering time. I feel like with that little teaser at the end of Eternity Isle, that says to me that they're going to be doing something, because that's what they did at the end of the Veil. The Eternity Isle, they teased the Veil. They teased Maleficent and Hades and the store, like the tapestry. So it makes me think that they're going to end up announcing another DLC. I'm mixed about that. I feel like the Veil still has some problems that they haven't addressed. And I hope that they don't start pushing to put out DLC so fast that they don't allow time to fix some of the problems. That worries me. Like, I'm excited because I always want more stuff. But I know that there are things that are still deeply flawed. And it makes me nervous. So, I don't know. And I have a feeling we may not find out until maybe September. Was it September last year? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked because my brain is jellified and it's the end of the stream. But I suspect mostly through August, even if it's just resource gathering, I'm going to stay Dreamlight Valley Thursday nights, Dinkum on Sunday days, and then we'll kind of reassess once we hit September. So I will be here on Sunday. It will be Dinkum. Normal content is coming out. Dream Snaps tomorrow. Quote of the day. Shorts sprinkled in. I have my next decorating video ready to throw. Like, I have the final edit to do for that, but that'll be out on Monday. And yeah, that's it. So thumbs up, follow, subscribe, all those good things. And thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely day, nighttime, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Well, theoretically. Ah, yes. Bye.